Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's on Monday night, and we kick off a week in wrestling with WWE RAW tonight. Lots to talk about, lots to get into, whole bunch of news, whole bunch of rumors, and we're going to be here all night long for all of it, folks. Hope you're happy, healthy, and safe, but it's time. It's time to strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you Raw tonight. We will be your live reaction to all the action, and we are ready and set to go. The most unscripted, uncensored, unbiased coverage in the internet. Happy to have you again. Hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe, like I mentioned. But me and that pretty face got you for the next few hours. And not only do we have a crazy night of Raw ahead, as we build towards Money in the Bank. It's going to be a big one, go-home show. Lots more qualifiers, lots to talk about, lots to get into. I see this chat blowing up. There is a topic that we're going to get into, but we're going to do a little spiel first. But as you can see, we're ready to talk about it. But without further ado, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I'm Big Nick, and yes, my guy, we were doing it before the show even kicked off. Let's pull this Band-Aid off. R-Truth, Raw and the Truth Killings is no longer with WWE, or is release, not renewed, whatever terminology you choose.
Well, not renewed, I think is the official word on what has happened. Story, Carlito has come out and said the same thing, so Carlito will be moving on. He actually took to humor in his approach to his announcement. People are also worried about The Miz. I know some people tried to say Gunther. No, we're good. But yes, shocking news across the board. Before Nick and I get into kind of the ebbs and flows and what we think about it all, because I know we vary a little bit, I think that it's important. You know, you and I pushed. We wanted to see R-Truth get that match with Cena. Carlito's been good since his return. I mean, as a supporting guy, hasn't done a lot in the ring, but two guys that kind of brought a little bit of levity to the ring. You know, we here at the channel say thank you. We appreciate you. Big fans, especially of, you know, of everything you did over the last couple decades. We talk about Ron Killings being the ageless wonder. We appreciate it. We're super grateful. I understand why the fans are upset. I understand why people are jumping on this. But at the end of the day, you know, thank you is where we start.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm still hoping that they're pulling the wool over our eyes and everything, and that this is just a work. I mean, even when we were first talking about it on our group chat, we're all like, I even threw it out there. I was like, well, it is June 1st. Did Ron just think it was April 1st instead? Or are we just going with that gimmick and everything? Well, you even mentioned the idea of, did Cena get him fired?
Right.
Or are we going to make this into a storyline type of situation? No one would have thought that the last match we would have seen from R-Truth was Ron Cena.
Right. And I mean, again, I think that if you were in the behind the scenes and you know that, you know, R-Truth is about to have a contract expire, and perhaps you already have it in your mind that you are going to move on from Truth, then this is a perfect match to give him, the perfect match to sign him up for. And again, we don't know that he's absolutely done, like we'll never see him again kind of thing, as he will kind of play out the rest of his contract, which I still believe is in existence for a little bit. So yeah, I mean, again, shocked. We love Truth. We, you know, a guy that's been a friend to the show recently, you know, follows us, gives us love. So we appreciate Truth. And yeah, I mean, again, I don't want to make it sound simple, but you know, it's part of what we were watching right now with TKO and WWE.
Well, that's the thing. This feels very much like a TKO decision. I know we were talking about this before we went live. I haven't seen the outpour and the outcry and everything from the locker room for at least Truth's release and everything. We know Carlito's got about 2 weeks left on his contract. We don't know how much Ron has left or anything. And then The Miz, too. You mentioned The Miz. I'll say this briefly. He removed everything WWE from his Twitter. And his contract, I guess, is up July 1st, allegedly. Okay. So could be. But even the backlash, too, from the fan base. Like, that's the thing. This is a lot of hashtag we want truth.
Yeah, now, in all fairness, we've also seen that for Shotzi Blackheart. Like, the fans...
Not on this level.
Oh, yeah, we
you
see a lot of it, bro.
You honestly, you genuinely cannot see that tons of it. Level.
We've seen Natty be treated like she's Hulk Hogan. We've seen a lot of people get love of like, oh, why aren't they using this person? So the internet, I take with a grain of salt. I mean, the support that came out, he's touched so many lives. He's such a positive influence. He's such a great professional, and his longevity speaks for itself. Here's where, I know people are saying this is a very TKO thing. Releases have been happening long before TKO was ever involved in WWE. So to peg this on TKO seems a little odd for me, because it's not like TKO came in and started doing something that was never done before. Now, if you're Triple H, you're the booker. You're calling up Ricky Starks to the main roster. You got Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed's back in the mix. This person and that person's moving in. They want to sign, a free agent. You're going to bring in a Mariah May. And there's a 53-year-old man with an expiring contract. I know we love him. But what are you going to do? Sign him on sentimentality?
Honestly, yes. Honestly, what will you see him though? But he can have 10 seconds of screen time and do something and he got Judgment Day over. He got arguably the same type of level of a reaction that John Cena got that same night and everything.
He got a big
reaction. We had John Cena. If John Cena wins, we riot. Our truth, you're telling me you couldn't do anything with them.
But
now,
they weren't.
It comes out that he wouldn't take a pay cut or anything like that.
Maybe they offered him a Legends deal and he said he's not ready to sign a Legends deal. Maybe there's an opportunity for him to go to somewhere like TNA. I know I saw fans out there going like AEW, and I know we see this a lot. Like the idea that Carlito is going to go to AEW and Ron. Is that really the answers that AEW is looking for, bringing in, again, people at that age?
I want Ron. We're not going to have it with WWE, which I don't want. But if we're going to have R-Truth and Santino Marella backstage segments on TNA,
that's perfect.
All the way for that. But no, I get the business.
What are you going to do with them, though? What were they doing with them? What have they done with R-Truth in the last 5 years?
But that's the thing, is that anytime that he still showed up when they were using him sporadically, he still got over. He still got a reaction. He was still entertaining. It's World Wrestling Entertainment. He was entertaining.
Yeah, he's definitely entertaining. But if
you couldn't put him on even a Legends deal, you give him a fucking
but again, like that's not ours. Like the fans again seem to have this take of like, you can't make good business decision. You have to make the feelings is the most important thing.
Yes, but this is the one that calls for the feelings. There's others that maybe don't, but this one calls for the feelings. Like, he's coming off of the hottest time in his career.
No, he's not. No, that is insane. He's not even close to the hottest time in his career. They gave him a little bit of love for the John Cena thing. Great. And maybe, like I said, that was by design. But at the end of the hottest time of his career, if I said, you had a guy in a ball club that was, in his 15th, 16th year, and you have a young rookie sitting on the bench waiting to get in there, you might have to let the veteran go.
But you won't offer the vet the minimum or anything like that?
Why would you offer the vet minimum? Why would you not give that spot to a young, viable talent? Because you like the guy? Because Rusty's got a great
limited number of roster spots. I get you're comparable, but it's not like they have a limited number of roster spots.
But, they have a budget.
We can't talk about how we win all have all the biggest gates and everything.
But they have a budget. They have a budget. I mean, at the end of the day, they got a budget. And again, everyone's talking about, Mariah May's coming. What are they going to do when Warlow's a free agent? What if they bring in, we talk about Ricky Starks coming in. Everybody can't have TV time. So we can't have all of it.
He got over even without TV time. The most he could have was 10 seconds, and he's still over. You're telling me you couldn't have him do a podcast, have him do a show?
Okay, so they should supplement his income, and if he goes to be a podcaster,
offer him to do less. Offer him a
why? Because you like him
on a contract, take a pay cut, and
as
we'll
an
give you this
employee,
platform.
you
And
like a
everything.
lot of people. If you did that for everybody you liked because they were nice, then you would just be kind of stuck with everybody.
R-Truth is special, though. You have to admit R-Truth is a bit special.
100%, but you can't get your sentimentality mixed into this. You can't go, oh my God, he loved the truth, so let him go do a podcast and we'll still pay him to be an employee. Like, no, he's 53, going on 54, and you extend him for what? Another 2 years to do minimal. And what was like outside of he got his Saturday Night Main Event shot with Cena, which he deserved, which we pushed for. What has he done in the last 5 years that was of note, of interest, of anything?
Judgment
Nothing.
Day. Judgment
Nothing.
Day. Judgment
Barely.
Day.
That was good shit, right? But that's a couple years back now, and he's 53. Letting him go, they're not firing him, they're not kicking him out. They gave him a beautiful send-off, and at the end of the day, if you keep the 53-year-old Ron, that's TV time that Stephanie Vacour can't have, or that what? Like, I mean, who do we can't go to 4-hour weekly shows.
We didn't know it was a send-off, and also I'm not saying he needs TV time. He could say he got it over with at most 10 seconds of TV time. Fine, you want to cut that? Cool. So then he does the podcast,
it's 10 seconds,
the show.
It's 10 seconds in dozens and dozens of hours of content. You're going to keep a guy around on contract. And we don't even know. Maybe they said, you know what, R-Truth, we will re-sign you, but we're only willing to give you X amount of dollars and you'll make 5 appearances. Like Edge. They offered a part-time schedule. Edge said no, went to AEW. Okay, fine. But Ron could have said, at this point in my career, I don't want to sign that contract. And they said, well, that's where we part ways. Like,
if
this idea that
story comes out, then that's fine. Again, I'm still hoping that they're pulling the wool over our eyes.
That would be bad.
To see him show up tonight and April 1st.
Right? No, I think it'd be amazing if it was somehow like it kind of leaks in like it was all John Cena. John Cena's ruining wrestling by getting, R-Truth got in my way and I got him fired. Ha 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 ha.
That's the thing, is if this is a work, and I saw where was it? It was Jose. I feel bad for Carlito. No one cares that he got cut too.
Yeah, what about Carlito? So Carlito doesn't get a podcast because you like R-Truth more.
Yes, I'll admit that. Fuck it, yes.
Yeah, no, see, that's bullshit, right?
He's still an actor, right? He just became the Puerto Rican Confederation, whatever league it is down there. He's became their world champion on it.
But he's a really nice guy. We don't sign it. We don't give him more extra money because he's a really nice guy.
Carlito is not the same influence or impact or anything like that R-Truth is on the locker room, even. He is R-Truth is a glue guy.
So like, give out money.
You can't tell me one bad story you've ever heard about Ron.
So we give out contracts on sentimentality.
Yes.
We like him. He's nice. It's like we don't eat the fluffy animals because it might make us feel bad, but we eat the ones that we can tolerate.
When it comes to Ron the Truth killings, I will make a Tony Khan exception of contract signing.
Right, and I don't even think that R-Truth or Carlito or any like the Miz. I saw a thing like the Miz is all elite. I'm like, really, the Miz. The Miz is the furthest thing from an AEW guy. But at some point, some of these veterans have to move on, and we've talked about it a lot with the women of like. The fans hate Charlotte. The fans hate Becky. The fans are sick of Bailey. And it's what it seems like we're watching a transition. Now, I know people want to say, get your torches and fucking grab your pitchforks and burn this to the ground. But what if this is a transition? What if a bunch of people, as we're watching the old guard move on, which they have to, and the new guard come in and take over this show, and more of what we hope are future stars getting more time, getting more opportunity.
I can see that. I did have to just acknowledge real quick. I like the 444. He could have done ambassador work. Hell, they kept Titus respectfully.
Titus been there for 40 years as an ambassador. It's hilarious.
R-Truth been there since he was K-Quick.
Yeah, and my assumption is he would find his way into a Legends contract. Do I see R-Truth work in the Indies? Maybe take a signing here or there. But I don't know, man. I mean, again, he's been doing it for so long, and I love the guy. But I mean, he's not going over to AEW and having a 5-star banger with Will Ospreay.
No, and no one's expecting it. That's the thing, is he is the glue guy. He is the goodwill. He is the, like you mentioned, of having a vet. And I know roster spots get different when it comes to sports and everything. I don't think you deal with that when it comes to WWE. Of you could still have that guy. Of if this was R-Truth is not renewing his deal and is signing a Legends deal with WWE, I think that's this is an entirely different discussion.
For sure.
This is an entirely different opinion.
Will the internet feel that way if it gets announced in a month or two, like Ron killing?
Honestly, I feel so.
Yeah, and they should.
Well, which is what we want, though. That's the thing, is just I like that there is so much love and appreciation for a guy like
I love it. I love it.
Had nothing to do with titles, had nothing to do with main events, had nothing to do with 5-star matches, but still was just the most over guy in the room. The man made Brock Lesnar crack.
Right. He is a Hall of Famer, undeniably a Hall of Famer. And when this news first broke, and I know you and myself and Anthony were talking about it, and my initial reaction was there is going to be outrage. People are going to lose their mind. And at first, I felt very I was pissed off. And I did have that thought of, if TKO continues to over commercialize the wrestling, and you see a lot of people moving out, and the people moving in aren't exactly moving the needle, you're going to cause some questions. If everything's so expensive and you start to price out a certain group, you got to deliver on the product. So you are making some aggressive choices, but at the same time, I'm not giving anyone on the inside a pass on this one. But it's not like R-Truth is 37 on fire challenging for world titles. I'm sad.
Check his ID. You look like he looks like he could be 37.
Right? No shit. But I miss, I'm gonna miss him. I love the guy. You saw how pumped I was for him to take on Cena. But I also get it. Veterans are like people. Everybody has a shelf life, and sometimes we got to move on. And maybe this is an opportunity for Truth to go to somewhere like TNA and really draw eyes because of who he is and his name value and be in a prominent spot.
Maybe, honestly, he's got the whole music thing. And I'm saying this now, Ron, if you're potentially listening, if this ever crosses your ear pass or anything like that, go do your own thing. Go do your own Club Shay Shay and all of that. I mean, the man's got charisma for days and all of that. But I do also like, though, Dylan's comment here of, Nick, I respect you, brother, but follow your own advice. You don't work there. It sounds like you are.
Come on. But, folks, I know Nick and I got hot and heavy. We haven't talked in a couple days, so you guys are bearing the blunt of, again, a lot to talk about. As we always say, we don't always agree on this channel, but as long as you can keep it respectful, we appreciate all opinions. We are about 9 minutes and 40 seconds away from the start of Monday Night Raw tonight. A big week here on the channel as we got lots going on. We got tomorrow NXT, the TNA titles on the line. Wednesday's Fighter Fest. We may be here for 4 hours. It's a 4-hour Fighter Fest, folks. Might be a fight to fest all the way through. Thursday is our previews for Money in the Bank and Worlds Collide. Friday, 3-hour SmackDown Plus Against All Odds. Maybe we'll slide that into the previews. And we also have a marathon stream on Saturday, of course. Worlds Collide, TNA, NXT, AAA, all the above going to be involved, including WWE and some of their roster. Not to mention, we will be here for Money in the Bank. It's going to be a crazy week. Get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. We just hit our 7K. We're looking for our 8K already. So keep it coming. Keep being a friend. Tell a friend. And I guess we should say hello to some people, Nick.
Fair enough. Can I click on two just real quick because they caught what you said, and I love that they caught what you said. We're bearing the blunt. Bearing the blunt, eh? I like it.
Bearing the Blunt movie coming soon. The Bears and the Blunt. Forget Cocaine Bear. We got Bears and the Blunt.
Whoa, the Mandela effect. Fucking coming hard and heavy.
Right. What's up, Zach? How you doing? Kevin, welcome back. See Money. Imagine that Cena could have drawn Saturday main event match against Truth, title versus career. Now, this I do like, and I do agree with Money. I think that would have been cool. Like, it would have really kind of added to that element of heat for Cena.
Oh, absolutely. Trust me, I'm going to be honest here. We clicked on this comment before because C-Money put it in there, but before we went live, spoiler alert, you can do that too. But yeah, we were already talking about this, and to me, that makes 100% sense. If you were to do that, then everything, all the outcry, the outpour, the backlash, all feels warranted, and it's all directed at that bald fraud.
Oh yeah, I think that's the way it works. If you tie it all together, of like, I'm pulling strings and I get what I want, and I told you I'm ruining wrestling.
This is
and
what's best for business. He's ruining wrestling.
I would rather work with Logan Paul than I would about R-Truth. R-Truth's got to go. He got in the way of my mission, and then he gone. Goodbye. Fire him publicly on TV. You know, fuck it. Yeah, it's not a terrible idea.
Well, if it's gonna be story, that's the thing is, I know we've sat there and gone to war over, you know, how we feel about him. But if this is all just pull the wool over our eyes, all story, I'm happy to get worked.
Oh yeah, like again, if they're going to that level, which I don't think they are, which makes it good. Great. I mean, if somehow this comes out that this is just whatever. But I mean, maybe at some point, like the Truth and Truth, Miz, Carlito, whoever else gets sucked up in this. Apparently, Valhalla, Sarah Logan is no longer going to get renewed.
She still worked there.
I know it's been a while. She had a couple kids. But yeah, it's again, if the fan base wants new and exciting talent to come in, some people have to go out, or else then they get accused of benching. And if you bench, that's not good either.
But, well, I know we're clicking through names, and I have a thing, and maybe if I can remember it, bring it up. But it's not been a good bit of looks for WWE. I will say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, again, depends on how you look at it, but yeah, for sure. And again, it all depends on perspective. I mean, people being upset about Truth, I get it, but at the same time,
I'm not even talking about that. It's been a snowball effect here of when you're talking about New Orleans, when you're talking about ticket prices. There's a lot of negative discussions going on right now.
Yeah, that's internet buzz, though. That's the internet minority. That's not indicative. And we've said
I don't know.
It's not indicative of the fan base, because people will tell you, certain people aren't over, but we watch the arenas blow up every night. People tell you that it's down, and we watch it and we give it a 7 or an 8 or a 9 out of 10. And then people, I don't know, man. Don't like.
Is it going to be interesting? Do we get an R-Truth chant tonight like we got CM Punk?
Yeah, let's go. I hope so.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, again, I'm saying that it's not the fan base minority would be a completely change. I think everybody kind of already agreed that that's a small pocket. Snapping to a Slim Jim. Yeah, so Slim Jim extends their deal with WWE, and apparently we're going to get Slim Jim logos in the middle of the ring and maybe on the tables or both.
Heard this, but yeah, you do you. I guess we're starting to look. So that's the thing is, WWE is becoming more and more UFC to an extent, a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. If their home base is going to be Vegas, of all the advertisements on the canvases and shit.
I do believe this is an opportunity for AEW to really push cost-effective, family-friendly. Yes. I know blood and guts everywhere, but they have an opportunity to kind of re-engage on how they reach out to the audience. And for people that feel priced out or frustrated or feel the over commercialization, this is what you can sell and try and grow your fan base. There is an opportunity here for sure.
Capitalize on the backlash 100% of whether you're TNA, whether AEW, absolutely you should be. Christ, AEW was born out of backlash against WWE, which is why all the hashtag we want Vince shit is just ridiculous to me. Just say you have nothing to contribute to the conversation and move along. We'll talk about that. But
we gotta click.
Fair enough. But I'm gonna just say AEW has an opportunity to capitalize here.
Oh, for sure. What's up, Michael? Let's go. Eric, how you doing? Truth and Carlito era, and happy birthday, AJ Styles. Mike, good to see you. MDB, the Knee Pad Patrol is on the loose, folks. Jerron, welcome back. C Money, I got you. Andy, welcome back. Sean Reed's in the house. As always, use those hashtags. Bummed about R-Truth for sure. Could it be a shoot? We hope that maybe there's a bit of a work to the shoot. Facts. What's up, Christian? That's a long one. We'll come back around, but hope you are doing well. OG Dale in the house. Paul Carpenter with us. Welcome back, Jason, Richard, Kadarius, Kevin, Timmy. Love it, love it, love it. 1996, Brandon in the house with us tonight. Chloe Beagle, welcome. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, so they're all over on the Twitch. So they're out there
On the
twitching,
Twitch.
folks. So yeah, if you where I saw that, I seen that we're at 70 something followers on Twitch and everything. So let's see if we can get that to triple digits here.
Yeah, 74 Twitchers right now. So, folks, let's get us to 100 Twitchers. And we appreciate you joining us on Twitch. Don't forget we're on YouTube as well. Tony K with a scary avatar. What's up, Tony?
That's his burger besides the AW account.
Right. William Berg, welcome back. Welcome back. And again, we'll try and click on some of these as we go, folks. Richard, don't forget the super chat, super stickers if you want to stand out. William Berg, his old brother, cousin for TNA. Bash 8, welcome. Dawson Luke, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Alexis, list is long. I like it. 444 talk, looking good, looking good. Preach, Nick. So he's with you. He's with you. Happy Pride Month. Let's go. Happy Caravana, American Heritage Month as well. The Caribbean. We have the Caravana Festival every year in the summer. Love it. Ronan,
you got the Colta Cabana out there, but
right,
yeah.
The Colta Cabana.
Well, and I will I'll piggyback real quick and just say June is also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month and everything like that. So again, be a friend, tell a friend. We've said that since day one. Absolutely.
Absolutely, absolutely. Nick, you pay him. That's hilarious.
Dawson, I will. Okay, what's the story?
Right, JV, how you doing? Dawson Luke, we got you, buddy. Bash 8, Tony Hayes is with us tonight. Jose, I do believe I got you. Ronan, breaking news. R-Truth has been released. Yes, we've been all over that all pre-show. We haven't even talked about what's going on here tonight, but a couple qualifiers. MDB, the Lakers still traded Anthony Davis for Luka because he is the younger star with more upside. Facts.
Fuck you. Well, and how much flack did Dallas's GM catch for that?
Right. Everybody can't have TV time. KJ Jericho. Wait.
Whoa, the Lord taking the way.
Yeah. What's up with that? JV. My theory is the WWC, the Puerto Rican promotion, that fell through, so they can't can Carlito. I don't know if it's fallen through. Again, that's just guessing. Bash 8. Christopher, good to see you. Welcome back. Got some agreeers with me, some with you. Judgment Day is boring. R-Truth is still making 6 figures in merch. Facts. Marvin. That doesn't help my argument. KJ and Nick in the building. Let's go. Well, good to see you, Marvin, as always, sir. Ronnie. Who else we got? Richard Bradley's with us. Woo, I know Spaz is there with a super chat. Richard, Alexis, Philip, Adam Coleman. Why Triple H always get a pass? I think he gets criticized more than people realize. And he is under a fucking microscope like nobody else. Nobody else gets watched that closely. Every sentence, every move. My God, the amount of shit. If he pulled half the shit the other guy was pulling, he'd be eaten alive.
That I will give you that.
Fucking real.
He has a lot of a cross to bear from the previous regime, as I've got
Not
now.
only that, you're running the biggest show. You're going to get the biggest amount of eyes.
Well, yes. Now. Again, Dana White, as I have forever.
I got now.
Oh, well,
forever.
I am at together. Let me. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, together.
And
the big W, folks. Not sure what Nick did.
I accidentally hit 10 seconds back. So I have last Monday's replay. I got Sami Zayn staring at Finn Balor. Let me know what you get.
Sami staring at Finn. Seth in the ring. Sami on the ropes.
Yes, Finn. So we're perfect. We're perfect.
There you go. Nick and I are dialed in, folks. Anthony, I see you. Wesley, welcome back. Timmy, we got you. William already said your name. Nick, I respect you. That's so funny. Boston, Paul Scott's with us. Good to see you, Boston. Good to see you, Denisha. Jerome. Daryl. Denisha, got you. Alex is with us. Let's go. Over triple digits hanging out. Let's keep this one going, folks. Vance, welcome. Brandon's with us. Oh, my God. Jules, KC. Brandon, got you. Where is the super chat? I'm going to get to it, right? There
I got you right there.
There you go.
Spaz with a $10 super chat. Glad we have you guys. I'm already exhausted by the people who have an anti-WWE slant who didn't give a rat about on Cotton about Truth 48 hours ago. Now conveniently loving him now for an narrative. Yeah, you're always going to get that, but I also don't want that to take away from the genuine appreciation of Truth.
No, I think I appreciate him. But I also understand. I mean, at some point, people got to move on. So people got to retire.
Well, is he retiring or is this just an impasse?
It could be an impasse a bit. Again, if you were trying to free up TV time for your younger talent, he's one of the older gentlemen.
We need that 10 seconds back, Truth. I'm sorry. I swear to God.
Yeah, but again, what's the point of paying a guy for 10 seconds? Like, because it's crazy.
Going over backstage and
they're going to give you a 6-figure contract.
Tell me one backstory you never heard about
for 10 seconds. You're going to pay him 6 figures to keep him around.
Yes, because he's the guy that keeps the fucking locker room together.
Yeah,
you're telling me in hockey there's never been a glue guy that gets a fucking veterans kind of deal and everything like that.
So the locker room's going to fall apart? You're saying the locker room's going to fall apart now? Because Truth is no longer there. Come on.
We've seen an outpour. We've seen, people deleting WWE connections.
Supporting the man, yeah. Like but again, the idea that somehow the locker room's fucked or the whole company crumbles because the R-Truth is no longer here for his 10 seconds of weekly programming. What's up, Andrea?
Jenga, you pull the wrong piece and Jenga falls down.
Right. All I want is mid-card stories, not matchmaking, and I might tune back in. Well, there you go. We'll see what happens. I mean, I would argue SmackDown's done a really good job with their mid-card stories as far as Solo and Jacob and watching Drew and Damian in the mid-card fight. Maybe not so much on Raw, but we'll see.
Raw has the biggest attraction, the biggest kind of main story. SmackDown, I feel like it has its stories a bit more spread out of like almost everybody kind of feels like they have a story.
Right. C Money, how you doing? Dawson, how you doing? MDB, Timmy, we got you several times. Mega's back with us. Frankie, good to see you. Andrea, I think we got you. Christopher, always a pleasure. As we got Cole, we got Pat.
Yeah, well, this is a side note. Hi, Andrea. I think you clicked over it, but yeah. So Pat and Michael made a bet about the Knicks Pacers series, and so Michael Cole might have to commentate a Monday Night Raw in a tank top. Pat McAfee.
I like it. What up, Noah? Welcome. Bruiser, good to see you. And again, folks, get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. How do you feel about Truth? How do you feel about Carlito? How do you feel about any of the releases? How are you feeling? Do you support it? Do you get it? Do you understand it? Are you mad about it? I mean, two things can be true at the same time. We as fans can be disappointed and it still be a decision that has to be made.
He's got a Pacers.
Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, because that'll do big in huge markets. Indiana and Oklahoma City. That'll ring. And, I'm sure New York and LA will be truly tuned into that. Yeah.
Right.
But I hear you a bit with both things can be true at the same time. One does not have to be wrong for the other to be true. But at the same time, like it's just
as they told us
over and over with this. As I got CM Punk, so we're starting off. I'm going from angry to angrier. We're starting off with this match.
No, Punk's opening the show. I don't know if the match is opening the show.
Okay,
he's out in here in streetwear. Yeah, Punk. It was announced that Punk was going to open tonight, folks. CM Punk in the building, and I know Nick has another gripe. And this one's a tougher one, but no Karrion Kross in the qualifier.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna say it now then because you brought it up to attention. Everything. Yeah. This isn't sour grapes, but the fact that Grande Americanos in the Money in the Bank qualifier match and Kross isn't, it makes me sick. Unless you're gonna do to where you've got Chad Gable, does Worlds Collide, and then he can't. All of a sudden, El Grande Americano can't make it in there, and you got to have a qualifier. But that means El Grande Americano wins this fucking match.
Well, here's the thing. Like your argument of like, if my guess is that CM Punk's going to win this. So having Cross in this just to be one of the two losers doesn't matter to me.
You don't think Cross can win this?
Not if the plan is Punk.
Well, let me remind you who is in right now currently the men's Money in the Bank briefcase match. Yes. Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and one TBD. So the winner of this match. Punk. To me, that's Karrion Kross. He's the one.
He's not even in the match.
What?
I think it's Punk because there's a story between Punk and Seth.
They take each other out, so they negate each other.
Maybe.
Who wins out of that?
I mean, it could be either of them that win. That makes this very interesting. I have a theory that it'd be really cool if Punk won it and cashed it in on Cena. Cena on Cena's way out the door. It's a possibility.
Yourself, but yes.
I mean,
now the only person that would be in this match that I would predict to win is Seth. Outside of that, and even Seth feels like he has the guaranteed title shot already lined up. But
I could see Punk winning.
Well, no, if I'm saying that's already qualified. Because I want Karrion Kross in here. He's gotten over with the Rover with the fan base. And I know with Twitter, but he's even gone beyond Twitter to where they're selling his shirts and everything at every show. They're selling out. Trust me, I've been trying to get an extra large or a 2X or a 3X or anything like that. Anything that might be in a Husky Boy size for a minute. And they all sold out.
Mm-hmm. Can we get a commercial count on Netflix? Yes, we'll try and watch the commercial count. Folks out there, you can help us with the count. I know our buddy Curtis, when he pops in, he does a bit of a count, but we will keep an eye on the American commercial count.
Yeah, here we need to sell that to FanDuel or DraftKings of over/under on commercials and wrestling shows here.
Cross will get his chance. He's biding his time, says Jose.
He's been buying his time for like 2 fucking years.
Yeah, but if you're building a story with Seth and Punk, which is one of your main event stories, Cross being in this makes no sense because you don't want Cross to take an L.
But if he wins it,
what do you do with you're doing a Punk Seth story? So I know you're fantasy booking because you like Cross, but you can't just.
I'm taking a page out of your playbook. They don't have to cash it in until X amount of time. Yeah, but they got a full year, right? So you can wait this out a little bit. He can play puppet master.
The story is in the match, though, Nick. So if you don't have. Now you got to change everything that you were doing.
Punk versus Seth is not dependent on Money in the Bank. That story exists outside of that.
Seth's in.
Yes, but this story still exists, regardless of that match or not.
Yeah, but again, I mean, if you're building towards some type of confrontation and more bullshit between Punk and Seth,
Punk can't cost him.
What?
Punk can't cost him.
I mean, he could, but I mean, Punk might win it.
So Punk cashes in on Jay?
No, Punk cashes in on the other champion, Mr. Cena. And that's beautiful.
You mentioned that because I want beautiful. It. That is the best non-Cody explanation.
That bald fraud goof. He's shooting at again. See, there's something funny happening where he keeps making little digs. I've always had your number. You little bitch. You got a little bitch.
If you mention it, if you brought in Cody now, does he still lose? And then you get to this point, and it's the last night of Cena's going to walk out as the last real champion. You know who was the last real champion of another company? CM Punk.
Oh, Sami Zayn. You're right. Again, and there's history there. And Punk walked out with a belt once upon a time, too. 2 companies now he's walked out with belts. So Punk being the guy that stops Cena from leaving the company with the belt, my God, that feels a little poetic for me. So listen, I like Cross. I'm with you on Cross. I thought he'd be in the Money in the Bank, But if there's a bigger story to tell, as long as you keep doing something with Cross, and please give me the righteous because I'm greedy. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Well, that becomes, and I know we've got Capone. I see John C. I see Boston. I think, another super chat from Spaz. But does the internet get proven wrong if Cross isn't in the Money in the Bank briefcase match, doesn't win it? Because I know as many others out there, wanted him to win it. And does it become that wait and see kind of standpoint?
Yeah, well, I think a little bit is, again, I think it's an example of the fan base, like the internet fan base, tell each other, I think Cross should win. You're right. Cross should win. Cross should win. Cross isn't in it. Oh, this bullshit. Like, they never told us Cross was going to be in it. They never indicated he was going to be in it.
You can try and speak it into existence. You can manifest
but
shit.
Like, oh, well, well, they're telling a different story. So I don't know. I mean, I get it. I mean, I like Cross a lot. I just think they're up to something. So I'm
going against all my own laws of you don't work there and don't be mad that they are doing what you book.
It was bullshit. But I had that moment just like you, Nick. Sorry, we got Sammy and Punk, but I had that moment over the weekend, and I know you and I took the weekend off where, I was sitting around like, man, TKO's starting to fucking really, grind here. Like I said in the beginning, like WWE's always had releases, but now we see, like you said, like it becomes the UFC, and there's how long before the athletes are wrestling with sponsors on their tights, right? Like, does that happen?
I can't wait to see what poutine shop sponsors Sami Zayn.
Right? Like you get a Slim Jim ad on your crotch. Like how does
LA Knight? Yeah, he's going to be all Slim Jim kitted out.
Right. So I mean, again, and I don't want to let the dub off the hook completely. Again, if I get word that one of our Naomi got released, and we'll have a conversation about her and her prime and what she means to the company. But again, I just think that every time we've seen releases as of late, people lose their fucking mind. For people
not on this level, though.
Nah, it's been pretty big, man. I think it's recency bias on that.
We're not going to even read Spaz's super chat.
No, I clicked on it and then we kept rambling, so I forgot to read.
Well, that's what we're good at. Spaz with a $10 super chat. Happy Pride Month. Absolutely, by the way. 100%. Also, happy Migraine and Brain Health Month. And happy Men's Mental Health Month. Take care of yourselves and each other. Love yourself. Tell somebody you love them today. Absolutely. 100%. That's why the motto is be a friend, tell a friend.
Right. And again, I think Men's Mental Health Month is something that kind of gets looked over. And I know the vast majority of our fan base in this chat, I think I know are male, and there's still a lot of stigmas around mental health with men. And again, you don't have to be the toughest motherfucker in the world to ask for help. And again, it's not a weakness, it's a strength. You're never alone. The world's a better place when everyone else is around. So keep your ear out, be a friend. Say hello to somebody you haven't said hello to in a while, and don't hold grudges. Keep it simple. Have fun. Life is short, folks.
Did you make it to tomorrow? No. It'd be a whole lot cooler if you did.
Right. $5 super chat from Frankie. Thunder Rosa made controversial remarks. IWC turning on trips like Johnny Ace on Vince. Oof. What did Thunder Rosa say?
I haven't seen that, but yeah, no, I will piggyback a bit though too of I know on multiple different ways and everything. Us on the channel, I've tried to raise money for men's mental health and everything, and just mental health awareness and all of that, and huge advocates for it. But yeah, what did I miss? So now we're getting a big ass champ for CM Punk. His hairline's fucking me up.
Sammy is the best hype man. So he's got the crowd losing their mind for Punk to be the guy that wins this fucking thing. But I don't trust Sammy. I got an itchy feeling about Sammy.
Is that because he's French Canadian, not full Canadian?
Be the flannel. It might be the flannel that's making me itchy.
I never trust a Canadians fan.
You win and the world champion. Okay. Sammy versus Punk for the title if Punk can get the title. I'm down.
I will say, I do like, outside of the whole release talk and all of that. Well, no, just everything with Jey Uso right now. Of he's fighting a battle on all fronts.
Oh yeah,
he is fighting with Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul and John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
He's still got to deal with. I assume anyone who wins the Money in the Bank is probably aiming at him. Not to mention, he's still got Gunther in the wings. He's still got Seth in the wings. Like, this man is fighting a battle on all battlefields.
Right. Yeah, so Sammy basically encouraging Punk to win. Somebody in the chat pointed out a very good point. Like, where are these big R-Truth chants? Where are these, like, where's the riot? Where's the energy for truth in the building?
They couldn't afford tickets.
Right, maybe. Triple H turned on us. I genuinely believe that Triple H is trying to make the company better. I think he's trying to make the wrestling better. I think he's bringing in teams like MCMG. He's brought in, Jeff Cobb. And like, look at the guys that still haven't even got out the gate, like a Jacob Fatu.
But
what?
Well, you mentioned it earlier, and I do just real quick for Ashley, hi. But no, I see Katie Tink saying, so AW is 4 hours Wednesday, right? Yes, absolutely. But you mentioned it, and maybe it's just so hard to adjust to it. Is this the passing of the guard? Is this the dawning of the age of Aquarius?
Right. I agree. Like, I think I love truth, but it's at some point the curtain closes and we can't keep everybody. This is not, this is not the circus where everybody gets to stick around. At some point, you can't
You're really going to call carny ass wrestling not the circus?
It's not the circus, but I mean, again, I don't think that not renewing a contract, like saying to a 53-year-old man, we're not going to sign a new contract with you, is not a horrible, despicable, dastardly bullshit thing just because people like him.
But I also think it goes beyond just the fan base likes him of what he meant to the locker room.
But again, even that,
telling you couldn't do nothing with him.
No, man.
You got all these big breaking gates and breaking records and everything. You can't do.
So again, so we're a charity case. Like, we got to keep everybody. We'll make them an usher.
John Cena turned away all the Make-A-Wishes. Let's be a Make-A-Wish out here. I've admitted I'll be Tony Khan in this case. I don't care.
You can sell the popcorn for us, right? Like, just because you're a nice guy, you can be an usher. How about that? You were security.
R-Truth in this is an exception to the rule, and his contract, let's be honest, is a drop in the bucket when it comes to what TKO, what WWE, what that whole endeavor can make.
No, I've seen players retire, and I've seen retirements bring a tear to people's eyes. Fan favorites. I mean, here locally, we had guys that mean a lot to this city, like a Curtis Joseph or a Wendell Clark, and eventually we had to move on. Like, life has to move on. We wish Wendell Clark was still playing, but now he's 66 years old, and we don't just pay him because he's a good guy. Like, you got to move on, man.
You couldn't have Cujo as a goalies coach and everything.
Right? Like, we just hand out jobs. I do think it's very much of, like, in the age of 2025, it's this very much of like everybody. It's this participation medal. Fucking
you have to admit,
everybody gets the medal.
Truth's an exception as we're in commercial, as we're still going on. We're still fighting through the alleyways. We're fighting through the concourse right now. But you still telling me that R-Truth isn't a bit of an exception to the rule.
Stephanie, I saw a comment from Boston I wanted to read, but I'm not sure. This one from Paul KJ. Nobody gives a damn about any of the people that you just named. There's countless YouTubers that are totally against Triple H, and I don't know. You should be looking for some of these, but you do you. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Yeah, a lot of people, and I mean, there might be other podcasters out there that hate Triple H. There's some that won't say anything bad about AEW or admit that Tony Khan's got issues. Some people hate the booking on both shows. There's podcasters out there that just hate all the fucking wrestling. So I'm not really sure what your point is, Paul, But
there's podcasters out there that just hate us. We've already figured that out too.
Again, and all I'm trying to do is, like, I'm going to miss the guy. I love R-Truth. But again, I think if I was in the Booker's position, if I was Triple H and I'm looking at the roster and, you're going to re-sign Truth and not re-sign someone else, what do you do?
But that's the... I see what you're saying, and to me, it is one of those of you have to remove any bit of wrestling sense, any bit of what's going on with the product. Like, that is fully a corporate decision of we need to. They're looking at this man is 53 years old, as in on X amount of salary, telling you, get rid of this guy. We can't afford this, whatever, for whatever reason, whether we've got to make the look good in front of the shareholders, what have you. But the Triple H creative should fight back, I feel. And I know this is fandom fully, but should fight back and say, but he's got value that doesn't show up on,
That's an assumption. TV. Because Carlito's loved by many. So you're saying, fuck Carlito. Let's keep R-Truth because we like him. Because you assume that somehow Carlito is less valuable to the locker room than Truth. That's not fair.
I think
you're not back there.
To both release statements tells me which one's more valuable to the locker room. But I would still, even if you want to say that, then hell yes, I will double down on that.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's this selective rage of we're so mad about Truth, but Carlito can go.
Because that shows the value he had.
But to us, I mean, again, there's an assumption here, like this idea that somehow the locker room's gonna, be shook to his core and not function the same because of R-Truth seems crazy to me.
I don't think per se anyone's exactly said that, but
I don't know, man. Like, again, it's this assumption of like there was outcrying. Yeah, everybody loves the guy. We hate to see him go. Like, it just, so long, farewell. I feel so bad.
Yes, but God damn it, this is the hardest Band-Aid to pull off. Okay, so let me just sit here and for a minute. All right.
Fair enough. I mean,
let
again,
me Peter Griffin. I hit my knee, I hit my shin, and just sit there on the curb and just embrace that for a minute.
Yeah, Key one at a point. Like, some people act like they never had a job before, downsizing. I've been a victim of downsizing. It happens. You can be really amazing at your job, do nothing wrong, never fuck up, never be late, bust your ass, and then you get a phone call. Hey, we've decided that instead of the 500 employees we have, we now want 300. Hope your life works out. Click.
Yes, again, but there's still a backlash towards the company, correct?
Well, not necessarily. They plug on, they do what they got to do. That's a natural part of how we do things.
It's still a callous, phallus, all of that.
No, I'd rather see them spend the money on, Jeff Cobb. I'd rather see them spend the money on Ricky Saints. I'd rather see them.
They don't got the money. Just all right. I need to pinch some pennies here.
And again, they have a budget and they have a desire to be profitable. Some companies out there don't need to be profitable to exist, and they want profits. That's their job, to make money.
You can't tell me, though, that it's not a good visual of when you're talking about biggest gates and biggest records and ticket sales and everything and highest records. Of
because I'm doing
the most money, and then, hey, by the way, we're always
doing good. I got to pull more
the heart and soul on this company.
That is crazy. So because we're doing good, we're not allowed. We have to renew every contract.
You got the money, so you can't act like Wallace is like pocket strings are tight.
So the more money we make, the more employees we have to keep. And therefore, we'll have a field of 500.
Not saying you have to keep. That's the thing. You generalize this, and I feel like you're discrediting Truth because you generalize everything.
But I'm saying,
keep the man, keep the talent.
He's a 53-year-old athlete that hasn't had anything significant, other than two kind of
talented. He just had one of the most compelling draws on Saturday Main Event and everything like that.
It wasn't. People hated it, Nick. The same
idea. They hated John Cena.
They hated it. No, they hated that he got booked. They thought it was a waste. It was a waste of You know, he only has so many appearances. Why do it with this match? This is dumb. People were mad that R-Truth got involved. And a week later, I can't believe you let him go. I can't believe it. The guy I didn't want to see on Saturday Night Main Event is now not at all. Well, now I want him back.
That's why Ron Cena is one of the top selling shirts and everything like that. Yeah,
but
top merch seller, but no one wanted to see him.
Talking about the fickle fan base. And again, you go out on top, bro.
You go out on top, you got kicked in the dick.
No, but he goes out with his top moment, moving his merchandise, everyone buying the Ron Cena stuff. It's a feel-good goodbye.
Yeah, folks, if I ever have a goodbye getting party or anything here, please don't watch. Please don't be like, no, I don't need to be a fucking charity case send-off.
But you're asking him to be a charity case.
No, I'm advocating that he's worthy of being employed.
Give him a fucking podcast just because we like him. But hey,
he's worthy of being employed. He is a Swiss Army knife when it comes to pro wrestling right now.
Dude, if we're relying on, look, this is a Swiss Army knife.
No, that's just rolling. Yeah. We're never going to hear that again because now she's on Raw.
75% of the chat going Stephanie V, 20 going Liv, 5% going Ivy.
Yes, I am venting. This is my therapy session.
Right,
I'm glad you all. I will send you a fucking Venmo, a Cash App, what have you. But so, who do you have? Do I need to remind you who's in the women's Money in the Bank qualifier or Money in the Bank match? I
kind of want Steph to get in there. I do. Liv's dangerous though, as she goes for the three amigos.
I am taking Liv because we've got Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Naomi, and to be determined, which would be either Steph or Liv. Yeah, I think Liv because she's had, and I know we're close to the midlifeies and the four lifeies, and all of that. Liv's been a star in this women's division.
Getting huge pop.
She fits perfectly in there.
She's starting to get cheers. Like she's starting to become the cheer as she transitions and Roxanne becomes the troublemaker.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Ivy kicks her in the belly. Steph kicks her in the face. Knees.
Can I say something that might seem insensitive? Zoe Stark's knee injury just did wonders for Ivy Stark's or Ivy Niles' career.
Maybe. Good video package. Yeah, hype up Vakur. Really like what they did there for sure. I know Nick and I have been caught up in some of the current events, but yeah, no, great package for Vakur. And this match is actually off to a really, really strong start.
It would be a huge jump, though, as I'm getting a replay of the double German suplexes we go into commercial, but it'd be a huge jump from Stephanie of lost the NXT title after she just won both titles and then jumps to the main roster, gets into the Money in the Bank qualifier. Is she almost a favorite to win it if she's in the Money in the Bank?
Could be. I mean, again, I like that it's a bit wide open, especially in the women. I think depending on how tonight works out, there's a couple people that seem favored, to be favorites in the men's. The women's pretty wide open. You could kind of surprise us here.
Yeah. So, because again, you've got Alexa. I don't know if she's exactly a favorite or anything. You'd have to have probably the Wyatt Six get involved, which I don't like. Roxanne, if Liv's there, if you get Roxanne, Rhea, and Liv all on that match together, is that just the Dom Mysterio Memorial Trophy?
Right. Facts. As Ivy
throws an interesting one. Naomi's interesting. Sorry, I forget you still have.
Yeah, action. Naomi to me might be the front runner. I know we're going to talk about this Thursday, but I kind of like Naomi, man.
Her and Bianca and her and Jade, that whole pairing, that whole trio is kind of interesting. It's a bit like the Rhea, Liv, Roxanne kind of thing. That's a bit more of like, well, I don't like you, but you don't like you, and you don't like you.
Sarah Logan was released. Yes, rumor is Sarah Logan will not be renewed as well. We haven't seen her in quite a while. As I get a backstabber on Ivy Nile from Liv going for the count. It's only a 2. We're about a minute, just over a minute away from returning to the action. I believe it's commercial number 3.
I believe I was going to say you're talking about, releases and backstabbers and all that. But yeah, I respectfully, I didn't remember Sarah Logan Valhalla was still employed currently by WWE. So that's one of those, like, and I do hear what you're saying of if Carlito also being released, if Miz is actually gone, and it's not, it could even be just Miz leaving in a form of solidarity with truth.
Right.
But
Yeah,
if
right.
Miz is gone as well, it is a trimming of veterans that have been there for a while.
Yeah, like, you know what? If I got notice that Sheamus is no longer with the WWE, people are going to freak out. But you know what? Sheamus hasn't done anything that mattered in the last 5 years. Sheamus, yeah, great, but nobody really pops for him. He's not moving the needle, and he's an older veteran. So if you got to move out of Sheamus, don't want to break anyone's hearts, and I'm not wishing it upon him. But if Sheamus has to go to make more time for Karrion Kross, give me Karrion all day, every day.
But, well, absolutely, give me Karrion. Naomi might be one of the worst in-ring talent on the roster. Oh.
No, she good.
Anthony fights you over that.
Right.
Anybody watch Duck Dynasty last night? No, I haven't watched Duck Dynasty in like 10 years.
Right. Cousin hasn't sent me the tape yet. Well, we'll get there. Do you think R-Truth still wanted to wrestle and wasn't interested in a Legends deal? Possibly.
Yes.
Possibly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I'm waiting for a second shoe to drop on the wrestlers. Because this is so off the radar that this happened. There has to be a second. Well, they offered him less money and Truth didn't want it. If he wanted to no, I'm saying I'm waiting for a second shoe to drop. I'm waiting for a follow up on the story.
It could be simple. Hey, Truth. We're not going to renegotiate. You're 53. Thank you for everything you've done. We wish you all the best. It could be that simple. And that doesn't make them wrong or bad. Hope you enjoy retirement. Let us know how TNA goes.
Well, and is that part of it, of that you feel like once Truth is not with WWE, maybe a TNA deal, but you almost feel like he's done wrestling?
I don't know where he's at. He seems like he's in phenomenal shape and more than willing to entertain. I think TNA would be a great fit for him. To me, Tony Khan, like the fans out there that hate WWE, want all of their talent. It's the weirdest thing.
Guilty pleasures, right? My guy.
Like, what does R-Truth do that really helps? Maybe he can get his 10 seconds.
He draws eyes. He draws eyes. And honestly, well, imagine if R-Truth is in AW and still thinks he's in WWE. Hey, Dean, what you doing over there with all of them?
That's kind of funny.
Claudio, why are you out there with all of them? I thought you, where's Sheamus? Hey, right. Mr. Khan wants to talk to you. You mean Nick? All right. I'll be over there.
That'd be kind of funny. I kind of give you that.
That's the thing, is that's what I'm saying. That's the entertainment value he has. Of he doesn't have to be like, that's some bullshit that is just in the background. And you're telling me WWE couldn't find a space for some bullshit in the background that might be a little entertaining, a little fucking 10-second clip, and we ain't got a budget for that.
Yeah, and again, if you don't release them and that's all you do with them, then you got the fan base that's irate about, oh my God, why do they waste their time with this
the
shit?
Fan base was so irate before of, oh my God, I can't believe that.
Why are you wasting time?
Is in number 30 in the,
they don't do enough matches.
Why isn't R-Truth in the
my stopwatch said they only had My stopwatch said they only had 4 minutes of wrestling this week.
That's a whole different fan base that we don't even associate with. My guys, you can have that. That's even what I'm mad at.
Right.
Yes, I won't let it go. Y'all can have that.
But we get a This Is Awesome channel on a really good match. Again, I think people are overlooking that we're getting really good matches on each show right now. Oh, kicked in the gut. Nice reversal to the oblivion, to a backslide.
Oh, a back fall. Are we going to see NXT wrestlers go to AAA because Lola Vice would be a perfect fit? Put title on her right away and run with it.
You never know. You never know. Vikingo, the new AAA champion, if anyone was wondering. That new contract. Can we remind everybody? Let's remind everybody real quick. This is very important.
Just in case anybody forgot.
In case you forgot, Remember, there you go, Uncle Dave. In case we're just following the story, we'll see what happens. But
the same man that's out there arguing with AI. I know at least I argue with a human being beside me and everything like that. I'm not out here arguing with AI. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Thunder Rosa on her current AEW run. What do I have to do to get somewhere here? Show my tits. And Stephanie's going to Money in the Bank. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo.
Yes.
Meteoric rise. Is that
Yes.
the term you could say for Stephanie?
This is my beef sometimes with bookers and of all companies. If you catch fire, you fucking strike while that iron's hot. And you push somebody to the moon. People deserve to get like this whole like, well, we don't want to upset other people because you're new here. So you got to go through months of shit matches. Fuck that shit. She's a star. She's over. Push the fuck out of her. Her and Julia are going to be in Money in the Bank. Hold on tight.
Is this the new era of a women's revolution?
Yes.
Is this the new Charlotte, the new Becky? New wave.
Yes. Roxanne Perez, Julia, Stephanie Vacour,
Jordan Grace.
There it is. There's your new four horse ladies. And if you have to move Natty out, oh no, not Natty, to make room for them ladies, cha-ching.
I'm a fly to fucking Canada to just hockey fight you over our truth.
I love the guy too, man. This is why it's so hard. And I actually really put thought into it coming on tonight because I was bummed out and I was hurt and I was kind of mad at the company a little bit. But then I was like, yeah, but what do you do?
I went from like crash out yesterday to like, I'm just depressed. Like, I'm just sad.
I don't know how I feel.
I'm just sad as we got Paul Heyman backstage with AJ Cuthbert Styles.
Yo. Oh, he's wishing him a happy birthday. I'm like, Paul fucking with AJ is an interesting twist. AJ hasn't done much interesting in a while.
I'll fucking fight you.
Speaking of Sarah Logan, her husband and friend are in tag action tonight.
Fair enough.
AJ Styles will take on Americano, who I think might be there to take a pin, but I'm not sure. But Paul Heyman,
no fucking shit. Honestly, like again, though, the fact that he's in this match, the only way that it makes sense in this match, which even then, for Karrion Kross to get in here, unless he replaces him, would be El Grande wins this match. Chad Gable beats Vikingo and can't physically compete as El Grande Americano. Spoiler alert, breaking kayfabe. But no, I need me some Karrion Kross in this match. This is where I
in the match to lose.
My original crash out, and then we had our truth.
I'm not booking Kross in this match just to lose, bro.
He's not gonna lose. He's gonna fucking win.
Yeah, but you got other shit happening. Punk's gonna win.
Punk can still show up and interfere. Punk could sit there and lose this match because of Seth, because of Braun, because of Bronson Reed, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, but again, putting them both in the match, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Money in the Bank. Oh, I kind of like it. The visual of like Punk and Rollins on the ladder fighting for the case. It works.
But those guys don't need the briefcase to get a title match. You know who does? Karrion Kross.
Well,
Karrion Kross, if he doesn't have the briefcase, he ain't in there. He ain't involved in that discussion. Anyway.
Well, if he can't get in there without the belt, without the...
No, this is Triple H booking. This is where I, like I said, this is where you start to, is TKO trying to piss off the fan base because they're kind of doing a good job at it.
I'm sure TKO or members of TKO don't even know who the fucking one from the other is at times.
That's a fucking problem.
No, I mean, but that's where to me, people blaming TKO is misguided. If you want to blame somebody, you blame Trips.
So then is this Trips' fault? Yeah, that's fine. I'm just boiling down to whose fault is this?
I would. The responsibility is on Trips to figure this shit out.
AJ did not.
Oh, everyone's got a plan till you get punched in the mouth.
Well, Paul doing the face like AJ had that stank mouth. Yeah.
Right. As what is this?
Why
Well, that's new and exciting.
commercial? What?
They went to Netflix and went to commercial on like a weird, like on a new graphic kind of thing, like a canister.
Fair enough. Fair
Never
enough.
seen that
Well, again, halfway going tangential of UFC's had its own gripes and it's had its own issues and everything, and there's discussion that might move to Netflix. So does TKO just monopolize Netflix?
What?
Does TKO just monopolize Netflix if UFC is potentially
It's a power move, and again, if it puts you on such a big platform, it's hard to argue, right? Like, again, I mean, the number of people that this is putting eyes in front or putting their product in front of eyes, it's great. And this whole idea of like, just stop doing stuff. You're a company, you've made enough money, quit. Like, it's so weird. It's such a weird.
No one's saying for them to quit. Just don't fire fucking Greg because Greg's cool. Greg brings pizza to all the office parties and shit like that.
Right.
Greg
Well,
he makes me chuckle.
Right. I love the guy. I really do. MDB
I
has
question if you do.
I'm just being practical. I'm being practical as far as if I was the booker and I had a 53-year-old guy that I use for a comic gimmick, and I have the guys that I can't get onto TV, like a Theory or a Waller or other guys that I want to bring up, I kind of think you got to. Nakamura, like Nakamura might be gone sooner than later if you don't do something with him.
That's going to be another one that I feel like is a...
Everyone's going to freak out again, but nobody wants to see it.
Yeah, all the Japanese wrestling fans, all the New Japan fans, he's going to be fucking instantly pegged to go to AW.
Mm-hmm. I have Chad Gable. What? Sorry. I was just going to say, I got Chad Gable cutting a promo about his match against Vikingo, the AAA Mega Championship, Saturday at 3 p.m.
Fair enough. Yeah.
We'll be live at 2 p.m., folks.
Yeah, we got the pre-shows even for the pre-shows.
I wouldn't be surprised if AJ gets attacked backstage and Cross, maybe. Again, though, here's where I'm stuck. I got Punk winning this. So Cross getting into this match just to watch Punk win.
I'm wearing a CM Punk shirt and picking against him.
If Cross gets into this match, he has to win it.
Yes.
Okay. I agree with that.
Well, I didn't even think about the whole idea of that avenue. I thought of, El Grande Americano, just no grande, despota, all of that. But, and even then was halfway going of, well, do they just have him win a spot into the match and then they take him out then, and you don't have Cross qualify, but he slides in that way?
Yeah, I don't think he's in it. I don't think he's going to be in it.
I'm going to be really fucking mad. I don't think
he's going to make it, bro. I don't think come to the trios. We'll come to the trios.
Yeah, well, no, we've been coming to the fucking trios for a minute here and everything. And no, that's when it gets to be. That's when it almost becomes that overbearing of like, are you a good soldier or not? As good soldier, fucking Rusev.
I am doing the good work. All right, I'm going to go do some good work, sir. You talk to the fine people.
You go do the good work. I'm going to go redeem all the people out here. I am the redeemer. But yes, as we're getting the replay of everything setting up last week, which I don't mind if we're going to do Miro as a badass. I actually like if your mid-card division is set up of just fucking killers on either side. But Sheamus versus Miro, how do you feel? Is that something we've seen a time too many? Is that a bridge we've crossed too much? Do you see Sheamus coming out victorious out of that? Do you see the Redeemer, Miro? Is he really kind of... I still can't even tell if he's going by Miro or Rusev, but I'm calling him Miro the whole time. But this is, again, it's still crazy to me to think that, as is just Rusev, that's the biggest thing is, and I get AW wants to be different, this company wants to be different, all of that, the unique, individual, all that, exactly. But when you have something that is so obvious, that works and is easy to do and easy to produce and doesn't need to be the top of the card, just needs to be on the card. And then at least treated in a halfway prominent position. It makes it a bit baffling. And now, granted, that is my entire case with R-Truth. But yes, maybe we need to put this in the chat right now or in the comments right now. Comment on this stream if the release of R-Truth needs to be taken to wrestling court. That's what you need to do. Not in the chat. Still all in the chat, though. But, all the super chats, everything like that. But comment on the stream, especially after when it's done. Right after when we get out of here. Comment if the release of R-Truth needs to be taken to wrestling court. Because I'm starting to think it does. Marvin, what? Burger after burger. You're just making me get hungry. Vikingo only got the title so they can get rid of Del Rio. And this is where I need to find it. Can I find it? Let me do this real quick. But yes, this is when we bring up this of, again, let's remind everybody that good old Tuna Grok Meltzer and all of that. Ooh. That was out there arguing with AI is still reporting that Del Rio is going to have a new WWE contract after they very publicly cut him out of any sort of King advertising, gave away the fact that he was losing the belt, proceeded to just try and get all the fuck away from him. But yeah, he's going to, we had to cut R-Truth to sign Alberto Del Rio, according to Dave fucking Meltzer. What are we doing? Who makes any bit of sense with that? But let me know, folks, who you're taking us up next as we're about to go into the Cash App commercial break of whether you're taking Finn Balor and JD McDonough, the Judgment Day versus the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar. As Eric's missus, Valhalla, has been put out there. She will not be re-signing him again. Sorry, not sorry. I didn't know she was still working with them. Well, she had already been released. Of what the fuck were you doing before? Of you were the worst version or the worst member of the Riot Squad when it's WWE. What the fuck were you doing beforehand? You were Nikki Cross without a Wyatt. What? Oh, sorry. Sheamus quoting Zebo, Zach Randolph. We bullies. There you go. As the producer from The Great Beyond switched the slides. But yes. You want the truth. You can't handle it. You want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Apparently, WWE can't handle the damn truth here. And again, if it's all work, if there was contract disputes, what have you, anything, I'm fully fine with that. I love me some more truth. I've never seen anyone that's ever had a bad story or a bad instance with him or in any aspect. So to me, this makes a whole lot of not sense of he could have just been WWE lifer. Legends deal, take a pay cut, whatever. I know, argue all the points, but I want to see the full story. But yeah. We've been that story to death. But Vikings for the win, JD for the win, Bernard bathroom break match. Well, KJ's on a pause for the cause, but I will, while we're on a pause, remind you of We just hit 7K subscribers, folks. So be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe, help us reach 8K, 9K, 10K. Christ, when we reach 10K, me and KJ are going to find a way where we get this logo tattooed on each other and everything like that. So, yeah, absolutely. Be a friend, tell a friend, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe, hit the bell notification. It's all free. It costs you nothing and everything. That's not even including we got the merch stores. We got this and that's for you. We got the avenues if you want to spend money and support us and everything. But if you don't want to even spend money and support us, at least hit the subscribe, at least hit the share and everything. Again, that shit's free. That shit costs you nothing, but it does nothing but help us out in the algorithm and everything. So absolutely. Vikings for the win. Nick again. How happy would you be if Adam Pearce wears the Yankees jersey? I don't know if I need to gauge my happiness on if Adam Pearce with his bald-headed fraud head wears the Yankees jersey, but I mean, I'll give him credit. It's business, people come and go from WWE. Yes, but this is one of those exceptional cases. Release the War Raiders for real. No, they've been there. They've done that. Actually, that's the thing it was interesting even listen to Boston Open talk about all of this. And Mark Henry was, answering the question of would he take a pay cut to stay loyal, to stay with WWE and everything, to stay within the company that you're at. And he admitted he absolutely already did that. So, as we do have the New Day on commentary, and still, Michael Cole just looking like the guy who never checks in at a pickup game. Like, you're playing NBA 2, like you're playing the park right now, and you're not checking that guy in at all, fucking all. Release the one, got that one. AD and AZ, what up? WWE has released WWE. Fair enough, yeah. What comes around is all around. Raw not so well, no Deanna yet. Well, Deanna's on the other company, my guy. And she don't even get pushed on that company. Which very much she could be showing up sooner rather than later in this company. How unhappy would you be if R-Truth got cut while huge Jose? Jose just killing me with the chat right now. But yeah. Why we just gotta add the Yankees on top of it? Like, how about just I'm mad already that R-Truth got cut. New Day sucks. New Day sucks. Well, respectfully, how do we feel about this whole tag division? Like, think about it. This is the tag division. You have the New Day, you have the Judgment Day, you have the Viking Raiders, the Viking Experience, the War Raiders. That is your tag team division. If anyone would like to mention a team I'm forgetting, but that's your tag team division. And it's not great, especially compared to SmackDowns, when you've got Motor City Machine Guns, Street Profits, DIY, Fraxium, and that's just off the rip. I'm sick of this Cole happy be. You just want Cole miserable. Well, he should be miserable, goddammit, because the next loss. Fucking New Yorker. Crowd is going rogue tonight. Where are they tonight, actually? We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So they're going Shea Gildress Alexander. They're going rogue that way. Ivar gets back clapped by Finn and then eats a back handspring. SmackDown's tag division is loaded absolutely as JD gets popped on the outside. That's the thing is SmackDown for the 3 hours that it is, and as much as we don't exactly like that, it's 3 hours. We got the Viking Raiders but picking up I want to slam him on a JD. But SmackDown has more stories throughout the show, has more divisions that have contenders, have viability, have threats. Yes, Dan, what up? What up? Chair LWO, what up? What up? What up? Get Motor City back on Raw. The Creed Brothers. The Creed Brothers, yeah, but they've just been booked in oblivion. That's the thing, is they should be super talented, and they should be a viable contender for these tag titles, but they've been booked into fucking oblivion. Like, I almost would rather expect to see them as the New Day runs off, as we're going to commercial as the tag match continues, but the Creed Brothers, I almost halfway expect them to be more involved with Worlds Collide and all that. They're the FTR of the fucking WWE tag division. Should be more involved in the tag title contention, but aren't. As I am in Christ, this Applebee's commercial just making me hungry as shit. All right, you gotta love the War Raiders. New Day is gone. Well done, Jobson. Chair. Creeds need to break off from Gable. Yes and no. I think they need to establish themselves outside of that, and I wish that they would. They are super talented. Honestly, you drop them right now back into NXT, and they're NXT champions. I would argue you drop them into, I'll say, AEW. They're your number one contenders with the Hurt Business, and that's a fucking money feud. Trying to think of right now who's the TNA tag champs. But that's the thing, is the Creed Brothers are talented. It's just you need to use them, and are they weighed down by everything going on with Gable? Well, they get kicked off commentary. That's different. Who got kicked off commentary? What? That's true. What did I say? American Made should have switched to SmackDown, to be honest. Gable going after the U.S. title, and Creed's wrestling consistently against SmackDown teams. Yeah, but that's also, I agree with you, but you're also, at that point, you're really gutting your Raw tag team division. That was already thin. Creed's in the manager. They have one. Gable. If not, Ivy Nile. The Creeds are just a filler tag team. But again, how many tag teams have been filler tag teams until they have their breakout moment? Like, I get it as one thing, because the tag team division across everything in pro wrestling is not good, is not strong. You can't name me. Like, for a while, it was Axiom and Fraser, and now they're not NXT champions. Now they're contenders for SmackDown. So you can't name me a super dominant tag team right now that I think is the best tag team in the world. So I think it is very much a lot of mediocrity, a lot of fish in the pool, and everybody, or a lot of people in the pool, and everybody's trying to, pop their head up here. The Creed should be a better tag team. I will say that. The Creed should be, of absolutely just the talent alone, and even the size alone with the talent. Chair, relax. Gable is that. I like when Pat McAfee say Raw is Raw, gives attitude vibes. There you go. That's JD with a springboard moonsault on a Ivar. We must request the requisition of Ronda Rousey. No, the fuck we don't. No, we don't. If we couldn't make Shayna Baszler work, we ain't going to make Ronda Rousey work. Not at all. Tulsa has been loud tonight. They hyped for the finals. Oh, boy. New Cash Republic with Tyler Bate. This is a good match. Whoa! Back elbow from JD. What's that hell of a camera angle? Oh, gets caught in a side slam, tilt-a-whirl side slam, as Ivar takes out JD. Anthony thinks I couldn't remember their name. Beat a clown down ass. What did Arm say now? I don't know, but 18 AZ. Nick, did you hear Bubba Ray's comments on Jey Uso's title reign? He's been irrelevant. It's just a catchphrase. Bubba said Uso's title reign doesn't matter. Well, Bubba also, I guess, doesn't pay attention to fucking numbers or merch or anything like that. But that's a whole other conversation. But yes, there is every way and every other way that shows that Jey Uso's title reign works. I'm not exactly expecting it to be a long reign, but I do expect it. I do appreciate its reign as Eric with a 2 count on Finn. I'm gonna smoke some grape gasoline. Man, calm down now. Who wants to see Wade? All right, now why do we get so unhinged in the chat here? Finn with a back elbow. 2 go. Is Apollo Crews still on the roster? I'm not sure. I thought he got, excuse me, JD with a springboard moonsault. I thought he got released in the shotgun dropkick from Finn. I thought he got released in the last big kind of budget cuts, but cannot confirm, cannot deny. As coup de grace, Finn, nobody home. Ivar with just, that's gotta suck for that teabag King spinning back heel kick from Ivar on to JD. Nick Hewin, happy not Josh Allen finally got a ring. Yes, he got a ring, so let's see if we can double down and get 2 rings all in the same year. Absolutely. Oh, trust me, I think me and Anthony were talking about it last Thursday. It's about to be a Buffalo Bills heavy year here, folks. Of embrace that shit. We're about to be on Hard Knocks. We're about to be on. Is Roxanne Perez causing a distraction? But we about to have a Hallmark movie made in Buffalo. All of that. As Roxanne causes the distraction, coup de grace on the Ivar Finn. 1, 2, 3. So the Judgment Day, and now this is again where it gets a little bit interesting. Is Liv now in the position Rhea was, and Roxanne's the new Liv? I know we had the smooches pooches and everything out there at Netflix, or whatever it's called there. Did you see this? I don't even know what it's
called. Speaking of smoochy boochies.
What? Stoochies Boochies?
Right, let's go.
Them, playing tonsil hockey.
Right. Not recently, but Roxanne Perez causing all kinds of trouble, and the Judgment Day get a win over the Vikings. So, again, Roxanne push in, Liv out, and Finn loves it.
Yeah, well, it's weapons of mass distraction, but yes, no, it was a Netflix award ceremony or whatever they called it. Ton.
Yeah,
there was a kiss cam, and all of a sudden, Liv and Dom happened to be on the kiss cam.
Right.
You had the smooches booches.
Right. I got Becky Lynch.
How do you feel about the stipulation that if Lyra wins, Becky can never challenge again for that title? But if Becky wins, Lyra's you gotta raise my hand.
Again, you either show respect, you bow to the queen, in this case, Becky. But yeah, I think that this stipulation kind of adds a little more intrigue to the whole matchup and how it's going to play out. And they're building on the history of these two women that work together. Lyra idolized her. And again, I think we've seen them do it before, and they'll do it again, where the match is going to be good.
Well, and is this fitting into your whole theory that I didn't even have to type it, but is this fitting into your whole theory that now you see people like a Becky, like a Charlotte, what have you, that are becoming more gatekeepers and more of, we are the pinnacle you need to climb. We are the final boss battle. Once you beat us, now you've moved on and now you've ascended.
Yeah, I mean, in a sense, really trying to push this, kind of using the stars that have established themselves to put over the next generation, the up-and-comers. And I think it makes a lot of sense for a company that's trying to grow, and you're worried about longevity, not just today, but how are you going to help build this company for the future? So, again, it kind of ties back into a lot of what the topic has been tonight. But there is a lot of really good young talent on the way in, and that's got to be something that's considered.
Right, and I'm going to go practice the NBA's favorite term of load management right now.
Load management. Nick's going to go manage his load, and we are going to continue on, folks. It's going to be a good one. I hope everyone out there is happy and healthy and safe. We are on a commercial break. Not sure what number break it is, but I got the New Day talking to Waller again. Austin Theory is holding you back, says the New Day. Becky video package. I thought it was solid. Title versus respect. Exactly, Anthony. I think it works very well. I like them working together. And I mean, if the fans are going to kind of be anti-Becky, then make her a heel, and it works. People want to kind of be mad at her right now, so let her play into it. It works for me, and it helps. Hopefully, it will help a young baby face in Lyra get over. But the Creeds with Chad Gable and Ivy are mad at the New Day. Every cam is a kiss cam to Gene Simmons. Facts, Jose. But I'm ching on that one. So American Made wants a tag title shot, I think. There you go. Kind of letting it be known. Be nice to Waller on American TV, right? Gotta be nice. Gotta be nice. All right. But Waller walked off. And yeah, the New Day not really thrilled with American Made, but that's an interesting approach. With Theory and Waller breaking up, I mean, they've been teasing this forever, right? Like, this is a toxic couple. But right now on my screen, we're getting the McAfee Minute. Pat's got a mic. Pat is on the table. How you feeling out there, folks? We are rolling through. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow as we got NXT, the TNA title. You heard me, the TNA title will be on the line. Mike Santana taking on Trick Williams. We also get Dempsey taking on Miles Bourne and a bunch more as they get ready for Worlds Collide. Should be an interesting show. NXT has been unpredictable. Title changes everywhere. People moving up. New people coming in. So make sure you're there for that. Of course, Wednesday, we got Fighter Fest. We got not only Dynamite, we have Collision, a 4-hour Wednesday show. My God, I don't know what we're going to do, but it's going to be fun. We're going to strap in, strap on, and have a night. Thursday, we're here for the preview and predictions for the weekend Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank. We might talk a little bit about Against All Odds, which is Friday, part of our SmackDown coverage. We got so much wrestling coming your way, folks. We just hit 7K. We're looking for 10K. Be a friend. Tell a friend. I love seeing triple digits in the chat. So thank you for being here on a Monday night. And I hope everyone out there is doing well. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Get in this chat. Let us know how you're feeling. We click on more live chat messages than any other channel out there. And don't forget, those super chat, super stickers are your way to guarantee we click on you. But we are getting a beautiful picture of Tulsa, Oklahoma. How you feeling, folks? How's Raw treating you tonight? If that's how it works for you, bro, let's make it work. It's a McAfee Minute. Cashing in. The women's briefcase cash-ins have perfect success rate. Now, there is a rumor out there that this could be the first ever failed cash-in for the women but they've always said that. They've said that multiple times. They talked about it last year. When will we finally, like, I mean, could we have a failed cash in finally? I don't know. Becky Hogan wins in this match, in the match. She could. Again, it kind of goes against my theory of trying to put Lyra over, but Becky could win it, make Lyra chase her, make others chase her. But I got Rhea Ripley towering over Vakur. And for those who don't seem to like Rhea Ripley, the crowd just went absolutely batshit crazy. The fans went nuts. But here comes Bird Lady. Lyra Valkyria coming out. Arizona got hammered pretty bad last night with some thunderstorms. Knocked out our power, internet, everything. Can't watch nothing, but got you guys for wrestling. And well, AD, hope you stay safe, sir. Stay dry, and we're happy to keep you company. And again, I mean, it's take cover. Hopefully the storms have passed and you're feeling good, buddy. But we're going to get a promo from Bird Lady. These top women do it for themselves. Becky, not as much. As Mercedes, if anyone deserves Hogan after the name, it's Mercedes Moné. I mean, I feel like Becky has been, I think there's this overall kind of unjustified, maybe justified, depending on how you look at it. This resentment towards like the Rhea Ripleys. Like Rhea's locked in that. Like Rhea, like for all argument, right now, she's kind of in the prime of her career. She's over as shit. The fans love her. She's selling merch. And yet you go to the internet and they feel like she's starting to become like a Becky. It's like you're not supposed to be too successful. And it's kind of a fickle thing to deal with. But here comes Becky. Lyra's fired up. I'll say that. As the Celtic Invasion is playing. Roxanne is Dominic's eye candy. And Little is being pushed out. Yeah, I think Roxy is trying to do what Liv did. And Liv's getting beat at her own game. You're seeing more and more fans cheer for Liv. Dom's already getting over with cheers. Finn seems like he's a little bit in on the situation, enjoying it, sitting in the background laughing. So, yeah, I mean, Roxanne is giving Liv a taste of her own medicine. I like this. And I like the idea of Roxanne Perez with Raquel Gonzalez. Becky is on the apron and Lyra is telling her off. Called her delusional. It's just sad. Raw tonight has been good. I like it. AEW Fighter Fest should be renamed Hell Night for KJ because 4 hours AEW is too much. I'm a little concerned because it's not just like a special Dynamite. Like tune in, it's one continuous 4-hour block. Because it's like an AEW Dynamite followed by an AEW Collision, is the second 2 hours going to be mailed in by Tony and crew? Will the fans dissipate? Will there be less of an energy coming through the TV on the show? How will it feel? How will the vibe be? That's my concern about the second 2 hours on Wednesday. If it was kind of like one kind of sewn together show and you made it a special thing, one night only, Fighter Fest, and you had a really big main event and gave a reason for people to stay up late on a Wednesday. But if the main event is like, you know, Paragon versus 3 guys from CMLL, I don't know if that's going to cut it. I don't know how that's going to play. So we'll see. I mean, the first 2 hours should be solid. I mean, right now, AEW is really trying to make a push for All In, get some ducks in a row. And, you know, we're looking for some storytelling here. Like what's going to happen with MJF? What's going to happen with, you know, the Bucks and Moxley? How's this all going to play out? Is Hangman finally going to get his redemption moment? What does that look like? A lot has to be figured out here, folks. But back to the TV. Becky leaning on the ropes and running her mouth right now. Not a bad exchange for the ladies. How you feeling about it, folks? Lyra is getting the what chance? Fact. There you go. What chance sucks? So does Becky and Rhea. There you go. Karma on Live with Roxy. Yeah, that's what it is. A taste of your own medicine. This is what you did to Rhea. This is how you got in here. And now we're about to prove that Dom is just Dom. Like, he can't help himself. He is apparently the most eligible bachelor in all of wrestling. And yeah, now we'll see what Roxy can do. Raquel turning on Liv really helps Liv become a baby face. And to partner up with Roxy, it helps Roxy dig into being a heel. And oh shit. I don't fight in Tulsa, says Becky. Speaking of not fighting in Tulsa.
The great city of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, shit. Bird lady flying. Big forearm into the...
Quack, quack, quack,
right.
Quack, quack.
We got a lady fight.
As all three of the refs show up to break this up.
Right. So energizes me a bit. Good exchange by both ladies. My voice cracks.
Well, you gotta, when you've only got 4 matches and 2 of them are ladder matches,
right?
You gotta build a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with a lot of matches, we're gonna get a lot of time. But I also do know there's a UFC, so I want to see how early the dub wants to be off the air.
Oh, so it would be advantageous if they were off the air before UFC, you say?
I could see them done by 11.
Ho, ho, ho.
Right? Especially if they start at 7. You get 7 to like 10:45. Get the fuck out of there.
I hate Pat McAfee as much as
we're going to the Pacers.
As we're replaying just all the King Nick's go fuck yourself moments.
Choke.
I'm a choke McAfee. I'm a cut the heart you mayhem.
Oh, I don't know, man. What a moment. What a moment.
Well, he won the game and was doing the Reggie Miller.
Mm-hmm. Roxy is Roxanne Perez. Recent call up to from NXT.
Yeah, and she is a star. Like, she's one of those Ben would have called up.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now, here's a question. I mean, from AJ. Maybe we save this one for Thursday. But, I mean, this one can go either way realistically, Nick, as far as there's a good case that Becky could run with it, be kind of the heel vet, kind of gatekeeping that division, or Lyra can get a really big win.
I thought Becky was already going to win it, so Becky wins it.
All right. We got Penta.
Yeah. Well,
bring back. Yeah.
You are about to see some crazy ass fucking moments in that men's Money in the Bank.
Let's go. I agree with you, man. I agree. Big, absolutely.
Between Penta, Seth, now we haven't had the last Money in the Bank men's qualifier, correct?
No, it's coming tonight. It's the main event. Right.
No, I'm so when Cross is in it and not Punk, and have some great moments.
So you need Punk taken out. Take Punk out of the equation.
Well, I just need El Grande not involved, and then that allows Cross into it. And then I say Cross wins the match because, say, as we got Sammy and Jay.
Yeah, we're setting up the next
match. Glasses.
Listen to the crowd, bro. Listen to the crowd.
But this is why when you on your pause of somebody mention of, yeah, but so-and-so podcaster and so-and-so ex-wrestler doesn't have, doesn't think that Jey Uso gets over or anything like that. You can literally break it down, and I saw Heyman do it, and that's your wise man. Break it down minute by minute of how much Jey Uso moves eyes, moves merchandise, moves attention. He is a fucking overact. Bar none.
It's insane. Like, it's crazy. Whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny what you see with your own 2 eyes.
He's right John Cena. He's Samoan John Cena.
It really is. Like, he is. I mean, these moments where they're pulling kids out of the crowd. And he's getting, look, he's doing it right now. Like when he gets to yeet with the little ones, like this is, and the pop. Nobody in wrestling, nobody is getting that pop.
Not at all. We talked about it when it first happened. I've never seen someone that's like, hey, you know that cool intro that you did? Why don't you run that shit back?
Right? Does Drew cost Punk? No. Yeah, I mean, again, it's that. And I know some people, I think maybe you mentioned, like, man, do they got to run it back every time? And I'm like, yep, yeah, they do. I think it was Boston, maybe. Am I picking on Boston again?
That wouldn't be, apropos or anything. But no, I like the fact that Jay has the walls closing in. Of
Michael
as
Cole,
great as Jay's got this moment and everything, he's over like Rover with Sammy. He's going to have the moment with Cody, all of that. The walls are closing in. Gunther's still there. Gunther's still a threat. Seth Rollins is still a threat. There is still the Money in the Bank winner, Karrion Kross, is still a threat. There is still mountains that are right in front of him that he needs to overcome.
I like that slide in, Karrion Kross.
Exactly.
Truth got pops here. Paul, that's a great comment. I love this comment. Truth got pops. Yes,
Yes, he did.
He did. We love him. We love him. We really
would you
love
have
him.
wanted, as we slide to a commercial, would you have wanted this to be a Truth Appreciation Night?
Well, we don't know how much longer he's sticking around, so I think there is a time for that. Plus, he's a Hall of Famer for my money. He deserves the Hall of Fame for the longevity and impact he's had on wrestling. So I still think he gets that moment too. Like, you want to talk about, I want to see the same energy when this man's going into the Hall of Fame, praising him and giving him all the fucking love you're giving him.
Oh, absolutely. I swear to God, I will not
Thunderbolt
Patterson. I will not Thunderbolt Rush him at all. 100%. This man was getting over an invisible child. This man was almost selling invisible action figures.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I wish he didn't have to go. And there's a part of me that says, yeah, fuck it. You know what? You do make enough money to keep him. But at the end of the day, when I look at being real, and I mean, it's a part of life. Like, you hit a point in your career where, you know, the contracts stop coming. And that's just the way it is in any physically demanding business. It doesn't matter what job you do. Eventually your age gets to you.
Which company signs him?
See, I think if I was advising Tony Khan, I would completely be against bringing in guys like The Miz or R-Truth or you know,
The
even
Miz versus MJF wouldn't put asses in seats.
No, not really. I don't think so. And I think again, you water down your product from what you want it to be. Look, Sammy just losing it.
I'm in a commercial, but
listen to this crowd, man. Like, this is insane. Sorry, Nick. I know you're on commercial. We got about 1:10. Sammy is getting his dance on, and the crowd is banana sandwich right now. Like, on their feet, screaming. Like, it's like the Backstreet Boys are in the ring. It's fucking nuts.
Well, no one knew that Canadians had rhythm, especially French Canadians.
I mean, some of us can go.
Again, I said specifically French Canadians.
Right. They be
getting it down.
They learn on logs, right? The log in the water. They run on.
Well, they just do how to do the.
Yeah. So they just run back the encore of the yeet. So we are going to come out of commercial break with the entire building on their feet, eating their fucking ass off. 20 seconds away.
Well, he's not over, right? But he's not over.
He's
a waste of time. Yeah. He's a gimmick, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't give a shit what Jim Cornette says or guys like Jim Cornette in the sense of like, oh, his work is this, his timing. Listen, I mean, we got far worse wrestlers in this fucking business. I think he's exciting. He's fun. He cuts a good promo. And if no matter what, he has accomplished everything, like the pinnacle of what you're trying to accomplish as a pro wrestler, he has done it. Like, he just won the Stanley Cup of pro wrestling because he hit the pinnacle of over. This is peak Jay. Like, Jay's going to not be this guy one day. This is going to cool out. But this
absolutely.
is
I was just going to halfway say of everything that you said about Jey Uso, I could say about R-Truth. But yes.
This is my favorite. Do this.
Truth TM. Well, I mentioned about the idea of you got him on TNA and you got, Santina Morella and R-Truth of having to argue over who's GM, or even if Tony's going to just pay any litigation fee, you get him an AW. Dean, when did you start working here? Dean, why are you doing over here?
Right. They have literally been singing this song for over 4.5 minutes now. An entire commercial.
Is it a song or is it just yeet?
It's a chorus. It's a very it's a chorus. Who wants to see KJ and Nick in jerseys like Michael Cole right now? Ladies and gentlemen, says Paul Heyman.
My name is Paul Heyman. And no, you don't want to see the taco meat like that. We might be having some other jerseys showing up on the wrestling.
Look at this visual. Is this Paul Bearer or Paul Heyman? Look, that is so good. The fog machine, Heyman walks out in the dark, then the music comes on. Dude, what a vibe. What an absolute vibe.
Evolution is a mystery. This is all this type of is. Like, now I'm like, who do you think wins this match? I feel like this is when nothing has its strongest case to decide a match here. I think that you could get a run-in, a disqualification. I don't know if Braun or Bronson takes a pinfall here.
No, I think Sammy takes a pinfall here.
Yo, these two.
Like, they look ridiculous, bro.
Those two as a fucking tag team, I'm running the other fucking way. You can have these belts. I ain't even mad at it.
No, they look solid. And, like, again, with that little Paul Heyman touch, he's just that little kick of fucking spice you need to make you really go, oh, what's this?
Is this the best Paul Heyman? Because it's a spice of Dangerous Alliance. It's a tinge of Evolution. Yeah. It's a tinge of Paul E. Dangerously. Right. It's all a bit of a tinge of everything of the best of Paul Heyman.
Yeah, and I mean, I think he did really good work. Like when Roman first went to the Tribal Chief, and he was really working on that heel vibe and digging into that. Paul was so good for him. You go back to the Dangerous Alliance, like you said, that troublemaking Paul Heyman. That's him at his best because he's so sarcastic. He's so quick-witted. I think, again, just seeing him walk out like that and start the entrance with the ladies and gentlemen, it makes your ears perk up right away.
But that's the thing, is he is on a god tier level when it comes to managers. Of like, he is on a level onto his own. Of he's a bit of, I'm not exactly the advocate. I am not exactly the wise man. I am this hybrid in between.
Yeah. Everything. Well, yeah, again, and we joke about making like our manager or our non-wrestling personality award like just the Paul Heyman award. Who else do you give it to?
Honestly, well, in the modern era, he is the benchmark. He is the litmus test. You manage any other, you measure any other manager against Paul Heyman.
Yeah, and nobody's in that league. Nobody's ready to box with God on this one.
Right. Well, and even then of what he's done with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and oh God,
oh my God.
He runs the rope with violence. And I've never seen anyone else do that. He runs the rope with violence.
Right. Yeah, no, like I said, the absolute vicious intent. He again, we're in a commercial. I think that's commercial number 7.
Right.
Welcome to the party, Disaster Blaster. My favorite. Braun is wearing all black.
Yes.
What's that? Yeah, Braun's in all black. Bronson's all in the all black. And actually, someone else pointed out, it looks like Bronson might have slimmed down a little bit. Which, again,
well, when you can't get up and move, well, actually, that's the reverse narrative of
rehab, man.
No, you'd be adding some shit.
Right? Just a little bit of rehab to get back on his feet, right?
Yeah, but it's even then of, I like this of just spinning it that way of I am a visionary, I am a revolutionary, I am Seth Franklin Rollins. And we said this before of nothing about what Seth, how his viewpoint is, anything has changed. All that's changed is the cast around him.
Yeah.
And that's managed to pivot him from a babyface to a heel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. And again, I think you have a guy like Punk that allowed him to kind of really dig into Punk and Roman to really launch himself into this direction. The addition of Paul Heyman, then you add in these two big bucks.
It's intended. We didn't do this. We did it on a super kick party.
Tag to Sammy. By the way, there is that Slim Jim logo on the mat. We haven't talked much about it, but it is there now. If you, we will see Slim Jims on the mat for Raw,
right?
But nobody really says anything. Like you don't really notice it too much.
Is it because we've gotten used to like time logos and this and that? We've already, again, this is funny with how much we've argued about releases of how much are they going to still be a topic of discussion in a week. That's the biggest thing. It is much like anything when it comes to wrestling. Does it withstand a week's news cycle? Are we still going to be talking about this?
I think the saving grace for like Triple H and crew right now is even the people that are online saying they hate it and they really hate it. They love another company more. They're still all tuning in. Everyone's still tuning in. They're still getting millions and millions and millions of clicks, even if a chunk of those clicks are, I'm so mad at you guys, fuck yourselves. They're just eyes are eyes are eyes. And a lot of people are paying attention, period.
Fair enough. Well, period, stop point. I guess I want a Slim Jim now because they had Miles Bourne, Ren Sinclair, Jey Uso. They had all the fucking wrestlers. They had Callie Armstrong in there out of Evolve in a Slim Jim commercial. Yeah, that's the biggest thing is this going to still be a talking point next week? If it is, then it's a much more dangerous thing and a much more bigger discussion point than it is. But that's the biggest question.
By Friday, there'll be something new. There'll be something new. Like something else will happen this week. You know how it goes. There'll be something new. They released fucking Omos and everyone's going to go up in arms of why couldn't you pay Omos $1 million per foot? You know how the wrestling world works. Rage for a day or two, cool off, and then find the next thing to rage about. It's just the way the internet is.
Yeah, trust me, I was raging because I couldn't find the fucking sneeze button like a mother.
Did we? I don't know. I don't think we caught much of it, so that's good. Good job.
Oh, fair enough. Even that, that's better. Just everyone out there. I was out there raging. I was trying to keep the Hulk back.
Right.
About being so upset about the fact that we still don't even have Karrion Kross in a qualifying match.
Where's my cross?
I'm not gonna fucking forget that.
Now the Braun and Braun's son are beating the shit out of Sammy, by the way. Yeah, Braun and Bronson.
A bad Bronson rising.
Right, the Bronsons are in the house.
Right.
Hate watching is still watching, mofos. That's it. A click's a click.
We know that with a lot of AEW, but anyways.
Well, again, I mean, it is, I'll take the click. I'll take the view. People tuning in just to watch and take notes. It's funny. You're still watching.
Well, there is nothing I would say not anything with this. I won't say nothing at all, but there is nothing within this that would make me, I'm not going to try and watch the product. There's nothing that's going to completely divert me away from watching the product.
Yeah. Prediction: there'll be another commercial before the end of the match. The match is going a little long, so you could be right, but we are getting the hot tags. Braun and Jay in. There are no commercials on Netflix. Yeah, I know. We get to hear the Americans complain every week about commercials.
Yeah, thanks about that.
Boo-hoo.
Goddamn tariffs on commercials. I don't like it.
Yeah. And again, I think the internet will have you convinced. Like if you only watched the internet or read the internet and paid attention there, you think Jey Uso was the worst wrestler ever and nobody give a fuck about him. You tune into a Raw and the building is busting because he is coming out to the ring. Oh my God, Gutbuster.
Yo. Braun Breaker has just freak athleticism. If he has that Goldberg type level athleticism of like,
Yeah.
you can just hit a fucking standing moonsault just because.
It's the explosiveness. It's crazy explosiveness, Nick.
Well, and you see the man run the ropes and the fucking ring shifts and everything. He has that just freak athleticism. And that's what we talked about with Heyman.
Oh my God.
Respond.
Holy shit.
What happens when an immovable super kick meets an irresistible force?
Yo, it looked like he ran clean out into that foot. No shit.
But that's what works with this. You sell it. Nothing about this has felt like they are working together. Oh, let me pull my punch. Anything.
Right. What up, Bad Company? How you doing? Carlito is gone. What are they going to do with all those apples? Let's go. I know. I mean, he has to take them with him.
Can we trade him to trade compensation to AW for Ref Aubrey? I say nay.
They need the apples for Aubrey. As this is broken down, Sammy getting squished in the corner. Jay already down. Bronson just being mean.
Well, again, I still find it funny goes from a splash, nobody home. But like, he kicked the shit out of Seth. Yeah, well, guess what? If you kick the shit out of me, hey, if I'm gonna start a group of people who can't kick the shit out of me, what do I got to pay you so you don't kick the shit out of me and everything? Because I know you can kick the shit out of me.
Look, Sammy's caught. Tope, Jay, let's go.
Tope Canuso.
As down goes everybody. The crowd on their feet. Oh my God! Did they?
Seth with a stomp.
That is fucking.
How much do close cost in the Matrix?
And Seth, yeah. I was about to say Seth up here looking like a Marvel villain.
They can see me.
How much do the clothes cost in the Matrix?
The Matrix. Fucking Dante. Yeah, I sleep in a car bed, a fucking sweet car bed.
Was that a Keith Sweat win? No, it was actually a DQ. They're chanting for Punk, Nick.
Well, Michael, I can't take you serious, Cole.
No.
We're about to get a cross-border tsunami.
Oh, Punk with a chair! Sabu!
Oh, he almost caught that shit.
Rebound.
Right. Yo. And Punk looking like he came straight out of the gym. Like, I've never seen a t-shirt looking like a sweatshirt before until now.
Now, does this cost him an opportunity at Money in the Bank, or is this cause for him to be in the Money in the Bank? That is the question we'll get answered tonight, folks. But this match ends in a DQ.
This is still just so good, I like this whole little group. I don't care you want to call it evolution, like it is so good. Hey, Tony Khan, you know how you want to do the Death Riders that had rallied the fucking troops to fight against them because they were invading the fucking armory and everything like that? Hey, guess what? WWE did it in like 2 weeks.
That's how you do it. So you got to have good baby faces to challenge the people that are trying to fuck up your company. Period. It's that simple. Simple.
You just have to have a clear and concise fucking angle. I shouldn't have Tony Khan get spike pile drived, and then the team that did that is pairing with the team that says fuck everything.
Right? Punk playing the guitar on the chair.
La Parka.
There you go. The crowd's still alive as we go back to the JD dungeon.
Yeah.
Fun match before the DQ. Yeah, solid match, solid angle, guys.
The first rule of Judgment Day: no one talks about chicken tendies.
Right. As Liv is pointing out the issue here.
I know what you're doing, Finn. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Why?
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
Yeah, but this is a spoonful of sugar. This is a little bit of, a taste of your own medicine here.
Right. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker could. Oh, they 100% could. I mean, especially if you have Seth get the world title, and they grab tag titles, I got no problem with that.
Bloodline
Yeah.
4.0.
Yeah. No, you dominate. You take over. You take over. And I think that if that happens, I got no issue with that at all.
I don't think they'd have much in the way of them taking over. Do they add a female Becky?
I still kind of wanted Becky to be added, but they seem pretty content with just to leave her be right now. But right now, Liv and Finn are kind of bantering back and forth about Roxanne's presence in the Judgment Day.
Hey, doesn't this remind you of like when Rhea and Finn would have the same conversation about Liv? Huh. Right. Funny how that works out like that.
Finn's being extra nice, clapping on that IC title. So dun dun dun. Nuggies and shoulder rubs. Living the dream.
Finn is the breakaway guy out of this. Well, especially if, again, no Carlito seen or mentioned in that segment. So we're down to Finn, JD, Dom, Liv, or Raquel.
And Gabe Kidd as Kairi Sane coming out.
No.
I have no idea who she's fighting.
Neither do I.
Kairi Sane. Liv cute, cheek on her face. I didn't know where that was going. I had to read it slow. Yes, Liv is adorable. Kairi got a nice pop. People like Kairi. Kairi's good.
She's talented. She's talented. Well, Christ, remember the fucking outrage about, oh, well, I don't care that Zoe Starks broke her fucking knee and her ankle and everything from her lower extremities and all of that. But Kairi shouldn't have won or shouldn't have lost her first match back, right?
I'm like, I saw it, but it's this thing that everything should go exactly the way you want it to. Like nobody wanted Zoe to blow her fucking knee out at an epic proportion on live television. Nobody wanted that spot to go wrong.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted that to go awry. And then you're down to two people. Now, if Zoe was intended on taking the pin and now she can't do it, and what would you like her to do? Just you lay there. We'll fight around you for 7 minutes, and then one of us will pin you. No, I don't. I think we got to get the lady to a medical facility as soon as possible. And you know what? Kairi can take a pin to one of the best, if not the best, in women's wrestling, period. So it's not a bad L. She didn't lose to fucking Maxine Dupree, guys.
Yes, not a hospital, but to a medical facility. As MJF and Happy Gilmore too, I've got the trailer for that. Have you seen the actual trailer? I didn't realize MJF was going to have like a part because like
it's Happy's
kid.
That's crazy. No, it looks good, man. I mean, I'm a sucker for a good old Adam Sandler movie. So Happy Gilmore 2, a long time in the making. Hopefully they do it justice, man, because Happy, the OG Happy, was one of my favorite.
Yeah, but I think there's a reason coming out on Netflix, just saying, because I mean we're gonna get Lavelle, Maurice, Crawford playing Chubbs Jr. Like we're gonna get a lot of cameos and a lot of callbacks, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fan service. I don't know if this would be a major motion picture. I think this is gonna do really well on Netflix.
Yeah,
this is not a major motion picture.
I mean, I think to an extent it is, though, man. It's homage to a good old, cult classic comedy. So I think it's kind of a big deal. And like you said, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it will have a lot of those callbacks, a lot of the usual suspects in kind of the Sandler universe that we see in all the movies. So I think it's gonna be great. Rob Schneider getting a paycheck again. That's good news.
No, it's not. I'm Rob Schneider playing a fucking Harry.
Maze.
All right.
Carlito versus R-Truth inside the Punjabi prison. Winner gets into the stage. No, we're gonna launch a new podcast, the Carlito Truth Show.
As I got live more in just doing all the back rubs on Raquel. So we're getting Raquel versus Kyrie, but you're telling me you couldn't have any sort of a show, a podcast, anything with R-Truth right now?
I 100% think you could do something with R-Truth. I think you got to let his wrestling contract expire and then have those conversations.
And that's why I will say, if he re-signs a different type of contract or anything like that, if he signs a fucking Legends deal in with WWE, I'm fine. I'm fine to get worked with all of this. But right now, to me, to act like you can let him walk, I don't agree with that.
I think you can let him walk because I don't think there should be this, bidding war for the business, for R-Truth services.
What? There wouldn't be a bidding war.
I don't think there will be a bidding war for R-Truth. I don't think people are going to be. Again, I think we have to be reasonable about where he is at in his career. So I don't know, man. I think they're comfortable with
any other company would try and snatch him up.
I don't know. If I was Tony Khan, I would not go after R-Truth. I wouldn't.
Raquel just smashing Kyrie into the ring apron. If I'm TNA, and I've already seen reports of TNA interested him.
Yeah, fuck, we are. TNA is a good landing spot for sure.
Right. Yes, Boston. Sorry about your damn luck.
Right, the Apple Truth. I like it.
Fair enough. I was trying to make it more than anything, and that's the more why I stayed on it.
Right. Kyrie 58%, Raquel 40%. So kind of neck and neck right here between the two ladies.
I got Kyrie. You got Kyrie.
Heel Truth in TNA. I was in a coma the whole time. That would be jokes. If anybody would do something like that, it would be TNA. We've seen them bring people back from death. So there you go.
That's why I'm still saying of whatever company is in, like I said, if he's in AEW, hey Dean, what you doing? What you doing? Sasha, That's so great to see you, Sasha. How you doing?
Yeah, I mean, again, and the idea of him and Santino on screen together, that's got a nice ring to it. I think if I was advising Tony Khan, there's certain names, and no offense to Truth or anyone else, that I just don't know helps move your identity and be who you are. You bring in the wrong people. Yeah, sure, they might get cheers for a bit, but you got to build with your guys, the guys that the Pages, the Ospreys. You don't need R-Truth.
Do you sign Truth just to draw eyes? And I agree with you of now, though, more than ever, of, hey, this is when you might start seeing some eyes flush your way because they're sick of WWE, what have you.
Raquel smashing Kyrie into the turnbuckle.
Right.
Unfortunately, there still are. Unfortunately, Bradley's tired of the Truth conversation.
All right, we'll move on. But the last I'm saying is that I think AEW could still take this moment as a way to try and focalize and let me see if I can try and grab as many people that might be floating now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh shit! Nice reversal, Kyrie planting Raquel.
It doesn't even have to be that there's science Truth, but now is where there's going to be fans that break away just because of this, and just you got to catch their eye for 2 weeks and let the fucking hook sink in.
Yeah, I don't think that many people are actually going to jump. Like they a lot of big talk. Miz is on thin ice. Yeah, someone asked, does Miz get renewed? Miz is a guy that I mean, you can keep Miz around. He's a good gatekeeper. But that is another guy that maybe is about to get a Legends deal instead of a regular deal.
Awesome Truth podcast coming 2026.
Right
to the Wrestling for Life Network.
But big axe kick by Kyrie. Raquel down.
Right.
Somebody said the crowd was chanting "What's up?" I did see some people online say there was R-Truth chants, but they didn't come through the TV very strong if it happened.
Fair enough. Well, they can just turn down the volume. Oh.
Big kick.
As
Nice.
Raquel very much showing off that thong.
Miz removed all references to WWE on Twitter. Yeah, I did see somebody post out there that it's not anything to do with anything. I just heard them loud and clear. Okay, Bernard. I mean, again, we're talking, so don't always catch the crowd. So they were saying we want truth. Okay. Oh, look who's here. EO Sky. Look, man. And I mean, if you talk about Stephanie McClure and the names that we've talked about tonight with the women's division, all of a sudden, the main roster divisions, we talked a lot about how stacked NXT was. And now we're like, holy shit. Raw's women's division is excellent. SmackDown's is cooking.
Well, we talked about this. Is this the new Renaissance era? Insane elbow from Kyrie saying 1, 2, 3.
With help from EO Sky, folks. Kyrie gets it.
Is this the new Renaissance era of what Cody, I think, tried to label the men's era right now in 2023, 2025? Is this where we're getting the new influx of women's talent, of the new 4 horsewomen, the new women's revolution?
Right. Sammy's got a nice pack on. I think so in a lot of ways. And we're heading towards evolution. And there's your dude.
Come on. Do it. What the hell is your problem?
Why do you keep messing with me, bro?
Because you're ginger and you're Canadian.
I like this.
Oh, it took you to now to like this?
I like them arguing like this, like the tone of them arguing, like yelling at each other and actually getting fired up.
It's them and it's Sammy and Kevin, just with a different Kevin.
Well, but Carrie, and to your point, Carrie has been fucking with Sammy subtly for a while, and now Sammy's finally at the point of all right, enough.
Right.
Mid crowd. I was actually really complimentary of Tulsa up, and for the most part, I think they were fucking fire, right through the J stuff. I think they've been good. I'm mid crowd. I don't know, man. I don't think so. Oh, great. So Kiwan's not with you on carrying.
Fair enough. Well, you click that, and I'm
gonna 2 and 2 for Chris. We got AJ Styles in the back getting ready for his matchup. Looking good tonight. We're gonna get him Americano, and
we still got this left. And hey, just who we got right before and everything like that.
Jerry Rice was released by the 49ers. Yes, I can keep going, but I won't.
Well, because Michael mentioned before when I was almost going to sneeze there and everything. Let's not forget that the Colts released Peyton Manning.
Right. See, money, I know the answer to that. I'm just trying to remember the movie it came from. But yeah, well played, sir.
It took me a minute. Looked on products work for me.
Right. Conspiracy heel Sammy was not good. No, this would be a different Sammy. This would be I'm sick of being the underdog Sammy. You guys didn't respect me. I gave you guys everything. I tried to hold this place together and nobody listened to me, and I'm sick of everybody's shit. And now I'm just going to be selfish, and I'm going to be dastardly, and I'm going to be annoying. And I think that's going to be a whole different approach than conspiracy theory Sammy.
Oh yeah, no, it would be when the moral compass has a breaking point. I sat there and was trying to tell you everybody where you need to go, what everybody was trying to do. I was trying to lead you in the right direction, and no one wanted to fucking listen to me. And instead, you just wanted to shove me down and push me down and mock me and make fun of me and all of that. So you know what? To hell with you. To hell with all of you. Right. I'm going to look out for me now.
Yeah, I don't know if AJ's just poking at you in general or he actually means some of this, but I think we just both explained this is building something within Sammy, within Cross. There's something brewing here. I liked it.
Fair enough. I'm just laughing at Larry. Nittany's hooked on monkey phonics. It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times.
Right. Speaking of the best of times, I got Roxanne Perez with doing an interview. Kathy Kelly? I'm like, what's your name again?
Kathy Kelly.
That's what I said. I was just singing.
No, you said Cav.
I'm like, what's your name again? Chat leading nowhere. Yeah, I disagree.
I took her out. It was a Monday night.
Right. I could see Carlito going like towards like again. There's going to be weird, funny things. Like Carlito leads the company, but signs with AAA. You know, like there's these weird things that happen, or like
Carlito leaves the company, but WWE purchases the Puerto Rican company that he's champion.
Yeah, right. You know, even like I mean, there's funny things like Indy gets released. She goes to TNA. Now she might have matches with WWE talent. It's odd.
Right.
Working on it. Can't wait for Karrion Kross talking to. So, could Karrion Kross corrupt Sammy? As we are coming out of commercial break, folks.
Honestly, at this point, I don't give a shit if he corrupts Sammy, because unless that's going to be one of those, Sammy gives him his spot in the match or anything, which I don't even know if Sammy's fully qualified for it. But
Right.
like, I need Kross qualified at least in this match, and then we can have different discussions. You need to get into the dance before we can talk about how you're going to perform here.
Right. As we are getting a clip of who Stephanie and Lola are going to fight in Dallas and Chic Tormenta.
Oh fuck, I can be
Psycho Clown, Pagano, and El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. It's a lot of words.
Versus Legado del Fantasma. So
Laredo Kid, Javon Evans, Ethan Payne,
this is
and
just
Phoenix. What's
stats.
that?
What?
I don't know. You were saying stuff.
I just said all of the rest of the show is stacked. That's all I was saying.
Octagon Jr., Mr. Iguana, Aerostar, another high flyer taking on Lowo. That match is going to cook. That match is going to be nuts. That's going to be like watching a pinball machine when you get multi-ball.
Vikingo versus Gable is the match I'm looking forward to.
I think it's going to burn, bro.
It's so crazy because literally in 2 days' time, we're about to get 4-hour Dynamite, which is about to just be there. Worlds collide.
Crazy.
And I'm going to really see, now you can literally see how one stacks up next to the other.
Yeah, and again, I got no problem with this. It's the counter argument of like, oh, look, clearly, like, I mean, but that's what we asked for. Like, you wanted war. Like, you guys want to win a fight without being in the fight somehow. Like, apparently just saying you're better is good enough. You should not, if you are a diehard AEW fan or Tony Khan or anybody, you should not give two shits when they book their shows, because our shows are better. And if they are dumb enough to book on a night that we're booking, screw them. We're going to show them who the better show is. And the fans win. There's no reason outside of that to be enraged. Like, the fans win when this shit happens.
Yeah, but it's so funny because I agree with you fully to this, but I've seen fans who are like, well, no, then we have to decide. It's like, well, no shit. Welcome to the fucking 90s. Welcome to the Monday Night Wars. Hello, we've been here. First time.
Right? We had a weekly fucking toe-to-toe battle every week.
Nightly. I told you so. I fucking told you so. I fucking told you so.
Like, oh, as we go back to WrestleMania. Okay. But my God, dude, like, you all this bragging, we're the best. Okay, go up against NXT. Oh, that's not fair. What?
Right?
Because why? Are the AEW fans so focused on hate watching WWE that they're mad they can't do that? I don't get it.
I'm not going to beat up AEW fans, but it's one of those you've got to recognize where you might be at in the ranking system here versus you're not, little Jimmy out there that's going to be facing Tyson in the punch out in the first round here. You got to fucking earn them stripes a wee bit.
Yeah. And I think you got an opportunity. Okay, they're gonna book a show on the same night as us. Let's cook. You know what? We're gonna book this match and that match. And listen, you guys are gonna go out there and you are going to fucking put it all out there. You're gonna leave it on the mat. You're gonna get in there, and every match we put on this night is gonna fucking burn. We're gonna have such a good show that people that didn't watch us are gonna fucking regret it and go back and try and find it. That's what we do. That's how it should be done. And this whole boo, I can't believe they're doing this to us. Like, beat them.
Well, that's just because we do what we do and other people can't do what we do. But that's the thing, is that's where it gets a little bit interesting. If you want that battle on your doorstep until that shit come knocking, and all of a sudden, oh wait, I wasn't ready. Yeah, no, we do what we do. If you're gonna step up, if you're gonna talk that talk, you're gonna walk that walk.
Right. Again, you can't, it's all fun and games. You can chirp all you want. But when dude steps up to, let's put up or shut up, put up. And again, this is an opportunity. If this is where the best wrestle, and I'm rooting for you, because I mean, as fans, if we get 2 shows that absolutely burn, as fans, we're spoiled. As fans, we're happy. I mean, again, we're getting everything we want because companies are trying so hard to outdo each other. But stop crying about it.
I just don't get that, as I'm getting a whole video package about Jey Uso and Gunther, which I'm assuming is probably next week and all of that. Fitting to be right after Money in the Bank. But yeah, so I very much seems like they're setting up this for next week. But
yeah,
one of those of this is what it is going to be, of like, if you want the challenge, then you got to be able to deal with it when it's at your door and everything like that. You can't sit there and say, we'll go tit for tat, and then when they go tat for tit, pause, of that, now all of a sudden, I just want to play inside.
Yeah, I mean, again, we watch other creators out there and that mimic and try and copy and try and jump on, and we don't even take it. We don't call it out. We don't do shit. We just keep doing what we do, and that's how you're supposed to do. We want the competition. We want to get better. We want to offer the best content possible. And I mean, again, shying away from it and crying all the time. This is what we signed up for. But they are really hyping up this match for next week, Nick.
Yeah, well, we have Gunther, who Mr. got rid of everything wrestling on his Twitter profile.
Right.
Out here sitting right beside Jey Uso. But yeah, no, that's the thing, is sometimes you just kind of want to be like that guy in the Godzilla movie of let them fight. Let these 2 fucking kaiju go at it. Figure it out. Of really, if you want to say this is a war, let them go to war. Why do we got to put handcuffs on shit?
Yeah. And you know what? Come Monday, if the fans are all looking at each other going,
come Tuesday, not Von Wagner.
Right. But if the fans are looking at each other going, wow, that company like really fucking put on an outstanding, that was my favorite fucking pay-per-view of the weekend, or that was my favorite 2-3 matches of the weekend, then you get a flex. Then you get to go, and then, okay, and then you're not so nervous. Even if you go up against a main roster pay-per-view, just deliver, bang in, bang out. And again, stay in your lane while you're doing it. But I'll be right back. I got to stay in my lane.
You got to go find the lane. Yeah, he's got his 4 ways on, but I like this still for him to be, we want to inspire the competition. Absolutely. We just hope to inspire. Be better, do better, talk better. All that. Yeah, no, absolutely. As I really think this is super cool, though. And it's just such a unique way to go about this with Gunther and Jey. Of like, I'm going to sit there right to your fucking face and tell you how I'm going to smash you, how you don't deserve to be in the spot that you are, how I am so much better than you. Like, it's such a unique visual, and just, it probably is some old concept of, I'm sure King Cornette or somebody's going to say, oh, they did this in the fucking territories, but all that. But this is so good. And I like, though, that Jey, he is having to fight a war on all fronts. He has to deal with Gunther facing him. He has to deal with the Logan Paul issue. He almost has to deal with the John Cena issue. He has to deal with the Seth Rollins issue. He has to deal with the Money in the Bank issue. He is a man stretched thin and fighting a war on all fronts. And that's where it gets really interesting of how much does him being carry, him versus so-and-sos and so-and-sos. One word, 3 letters, tap. Well, that's a lot better than what I was thinking of. 1 word, 4 letters. But yes, we are about to get the start of the final men's Money in the Briefcase qualifier of CM Punk versus AJ Cuthbert Styles, and El Grande Americano is the 3rd man in. So again, folks, let me know who you're taking. I will honor and respect of Karrion Kross being a pick in this match, because this was, again, as I'm in commercial break, this is, again, as we're at 7K, all of that, I appreciate you. We've been at 100K. Let's see if we can get back to that, all of that, like a jackrabbit. But what I was initially coming on here to be upset about is the fact that we don't have Karrion Kross in a qualifying match even. No way, not a now, not a of even if he was just in the qualifying match and he loses to, say, someone like a CM Punk. All right, I might be a little mad, but you can have that. I'm not super mad at it. The fact he hasn't even been in one, the fact that that's his that haven't been considered, that he's not got a chance unless we're going to go, like I said, which would require El Grande to win this match. And then he can't compete in the match. He can't finish the match, what have you, because yada, 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 he is Chad Gable. But yeah, I almost want right now of El Grande is not involved in this match. We get Kross, we get Punk, we get AJ Styles. Took me half a second. But that's a match to me that feels a bit more of anybody could win versus with El Grande there. We're down to 2 people could win. But RM Boston, we've had a few good matches tonight. Stop bitching and complaining for no reason, Paul. What did Paul say? No idea. Oh. They waste Punk and Styles for a triple there. What would you have them do? What else are they going to do? And again, I know for a fact KJ's been out there of advocating for Punk into the Money in the Bank qualifying match or the Money in the Bank match. And you could get down to the final 2, and you got Punk versus Seth, and they're both climbed up the ladder, and they're throwing haymakers, they're throwing hands back and forth and everything like that. That's the thing, is that's where you can tie in the story. I wonder if you go a bit with someone wins the Money in the Briefcase and you can build the story after. Of it doesn't have to be a story that's actively going, because all the stories that are actively going are already great. They're already got enough parts moving and everything. I don't think any of them need the briefcase for it. Whether it be Solo and Jacob, whether it be Seth and Jay, whether it be this and that, whether it be Seth and Punk, anything like that. You need, and I know I'm arguing against myself before because I didn't like it when Priest did it and Hell did it. And granted, you had Priest and Drew and all that. I need disease. Of course, I would hit the mute button after I hit all the sneezes. But anyways, mea culpa. But yes, if Kross wins this, he's a guy that could hold it till post WrestleMania. I know, and this is everything I disagreed with KJ. But he's the guy that could hold it for a minute. And you just let him wait in the wings and all that. As we get the Xfinity decimal meters, we got a 85 is what do we pop up to here for CM Punk coming out? Punk for the win. Yes, folks, let me know who you're taking as we instantly jump to a 95 from an 85 for CM Punk coming out. But let me know who you're taking. Whether you're taking CM Punk, El Grande Americano, AJ Styles, or I guess I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm going to say Karrion Kross. I got Popeyes. There you go. Guys, I don't even have any good chicken spot by me. Punk can't compete at Money in the Bank. He's too gassed. 5 minutes to do a match. He can't even make it up the ladder. That company, I would really challenge you to watch not only the Hell in a Cell match they had with Drew McIntyre. I would challenge you just to even watch the Royal Rumble, like watch any kind of sort of Punk's matches recently. And I would really say he's done probably at least more than 5 minutes in all of those matches. So I digress, but yeah, I would say I'm so right. Yeah, no, you're not. Bless you. Thank you. Hot chew. I got the pumped up kicks out here. I'm hot chewing. But what do you see? Main event. The crowd noise thing is fake as hell. I don't think so at all. I get being mad at WWE because of you feel slighted, jilted because of Truth's release, what have you. I can't buy tickets here, but I don't think that they're piping in audio. They're instantly checking a Grande's mask to make sure it's not loaded. And even the way that they're shooting this, they're shooting this straight from the low angle through the ring and all that. I think it's such a unique way to shoot it. And again, I know we're getting nitpicky and all that, but Kevin Dunn, Bucky the Bucktooth Beaver wasn't doing anything like this and everything.
Bad timing on that one.
This feels like an actual fucking fight.
This is excellent. CM Punk and AJ Styles locking up, guys.
Right?
Like people who bitch out there about, oh, this and that's not good. AJ Styles and CM Punk are linking up right now. Come on now.
That's the thing is you're putting the forest almost before the trees here.
Let's go Oilers.
Is McDavid out? I heard.
What's that?
He had a wrist issue that he took out of practice and everything. So I didn't know if McDavid was out.
He's nursing an injury. Going after that consummate. I know Hyman is done. Pause. They broke it.
No one checked my Hyman.
Pause. I feel that I feel you on that. You got me so thrown off of it. Gunther is a strong. I think he'll be fine, and I agree on Jey Uso tapping him out. Was bad look. I didn't understand I didn't like the tap out either, guys. I didn't think it was the best choice.
The result, I agree with. The finish was questionable.
Yeah. WWE.
Still, we have AJ's. Like, that's the weird thing that's almost halfway forgotten here. AJ Styles and CM Punk is still a thing going on right now.
Yeah, it's crazy as Americano trips up AJ on the ropes and Punk going for the mask. Punk going for the mask. Hung up on the ropes.
Right.
And for those, Chad Gable in a main event spot tonight.
WWE inserts AI-generated fans to jump up and down. They pipe in the fake crowd audio and the CGI wrestlers, and boom, is a TV show.
Lost us at the end.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he lost us from the start. I get C-Money was taking the piss, but yeah, commercial break.
No, that's funny. The sarcasm is hilarious. And again, that's the thing, right? Like you see the people jumping up and down, you feel the energy in the building. You can only pipe in so much, guys. Let's be real. Right now, Pat goes off in the commercial saying, Grande is a powerhouse.
Well, and do you think that there's anything to the fact that if we've got Chad Gable versus Vikingo at the start of that night, the start of that day, that's going to be on YouTube, Worlds Collide, 2 p.m. And then we've got I'm not saying those are the same people, but if we've got El Grande Americano in a Money in the Bank briefcase match and everything, maybe there might be a little hiccup, a little hitch in the giddy up of you might need a replacement.
I don't know, dude. I think we're reaching a little bit here.
Oh, I'm fucking reaching. We're halfway through a match, and I haven't seen no cross at all. And I've been picking cross for 2 months. I'm reaching in any branch I can get a hold of.
Right. You can only pipe in so much. Yeah, facts, my guy. Hilarious. And we're going to pause on that. Nick's going to pause on us as we're rolling.
Why I got to pause on piping in? I'm going to go check my organs.
Nick's going to go pipe it in.
I'm going to go pump my organs. Yeah, I'll be back.
Snapdragon. Oh, there you go. Nick's going for a pause. Yeah, I mean, you can only go so far. Breaking news. Veer's still coming. Yeah, Veer's still trying to find the spot. Good morning. And if I don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Jose. Shout out. How long are AAA matches usually? I want Gable and Vikingo to go long. They can go. They actually give them a lot of time. They try to incorporate a lot of kind of storytelling. Again, it depends on the match, right? Like anything else. Some matches are 4 minutes, some are 12. Match for the mega title should be a good one. And I think Vikingo and Chad Gable is going to be phenomenal. No injury report. There you go. Nick's taking a pause. Maybe we won't hear. He's very passionate, folks. Very passionate. Earlier, I asked who should wear a Maple Leafs jersey. Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis. Give it to Pierce. Let's go. He's got all that positive vibe. But we are coming back out of commercial break in the main event, folks. Americano, CM Punk, AJ Styles. The winner goes to Money in the Bank. The other two go somewhere else. We'll find out. AJ Styles, big backdrop. Grande bounces. Right? It's just like, I don't care anymore. I don't hate our truth. I hate that people are acting like they just released Seth Rollins. In fact, that's my issue, guys. And again, I feel like there's right now a groundswell happening about Valhalla. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe they did this. Nobody cared. Nobody cared when she was there, folks. These three are so green. This is going to be yeah, exactly. CM Punk elbow drop from the top ropes is so bad. Yeah, not as clean as it used to be. Not as crisp. Even the running knee, which he just did, is not as nice as it used to be. But AJ just launches him into Grande. I might hate Valhalla more than I hate Sami Zayn, to be honest. That's a bold statement. Bold statement. As Punk breaks up the tag, or breaks up the pin. Huge suplex from Chad. Good main event here rolling, folks. KJ did the classic good morning like Robin Williams. Good morning, Vietnam. I love it. A good movie. Would you have laughed if Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis should make a World Series bet this year? I mean, they haven't done it before, but you never say never, Christian. Dodgers take 2 out of 3 of the World Series rematch. Shout out. I know the Jays just picked up a sweep. I think they made Gunther tap because they wanted Jay to look strong. I would agree with that, AJ. We got a 2. AJ close going to Grande. Another 2. Look strong. So it was already crazy over, but Gunther. Yeah, I think it was a bit of a miscalculation in the sense that Jay was so over, he didn't need the added I am strong. I think you needed to have that big moment. I think if he had gotten to the top ropes and you had that moment for the crowd to kind of take in what was about to happen, and then he hits the splash and then gets the pin, it might have worked a lot better reaction-wise. Yeah, but I get what they were going for. I just don't think it achieved what they were trying to accomplish. Maybe. I think it's Omos still. I'm convinced it's Omos. Oh, Chad. I mean, a Grande blocking the go to sleep for the ankle lock. Let's go, Kevin. Nothing but love, folks. Tell all your friends about the best wrestling coverage out there. Styles sets up the clash. Pancake rolls. Punk's up. And we get a 2. We get a 2. Crowd on their feet. Some of them. We want true chants started up again. All right, I'm listening. I'm trying. I haven't heard many. And okay. This is awesome is currently the chant. There you go. They still make that time of the hour? Oh, man. Kathy Kelly is still training at the center and doing promo classes. Oh, okay, okay. Now Grande breaks up a pin. Gunther literally put belt to ass on Jimmy, choked him out, and everything. Y'all thought his twin brother was going to squeak by Gunther. It had to be decisive. Yeah, I think it could have been decisive without the tap. Again, I called the ending. I just don't know the tap got the reaction people wanted. The crowd believes it's Chad Gable too. They might. As Punk fighting out of the clash. Oh, going for the go to sleep. Where's Chad? Where's Grande? Oh, Punk rolling through. Ah, the ref stopped counting for no reason. Speaking of counting for no reason.
Thanks. Love you too.
Don't even know what that means, but it's provocative.
I don't even know what it means, but it's provocative and it gets the people going.
Punk might be hurt. I think Punk might be selling. Go to sleep. Gable down. Grande down. Oh, what happened there? Oh, no. Someone's going to grab that leg for sure. Oh, no. It's Breaker. No DQ.
No fucking way.
Oh, Sammy. Jay.
Hey,
Equaling the odds. Where's Seth? Oh, AJ gets clipped. Is Grande going to win this? Shut up, Nick.
I ain't even saying nothing.
No
nothing.
way. Grande steals this. AJ up on everybody.
AJ crossbodies on everybody. If Grande steals this, you thought I was mad before. I'm about to be real fucking mad.
I think R-Truth is getting close to retirement anyway. I would have believed that would be the case, guys. I do. Holy shit, chance breakout.
Censored, holy.
It was just flat. I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, no.
Slap him. All right, folks. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all authentic. I'm about to break every shit in my apartment right now. What the fuck are we doing? No, this has to be right now. This has to be. Karrion Kross is getting into this match of, like I said, of Chad Gable has the match with Vikingo and El Grande Americano all of a sudden can't compete because you're fucking shitting me. If El Grande Americano is in the same conversation as LA Knight, Seth Rollins, who else is in this goddamn match? Now here comes Seth. I don't fucking care anymore. I'm just goddamn mad. Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and El Grande Americano. Not a Karrion Kross, not even a CM Punk, not an AJ Styles. El Grande Americano. I thought I wasn't going to crash out because of everything before, but God damn it, I'm swerving into oncoming traffic with this shit.
Sammy on Braun, Bronson on Sammy. Everybody's fighting. What just happened? I love it.
How much you fucking God damn it, the Matrix stop. Should he just call it the red pill? Or is it the red pill or the blue pill at this point?
Right. It's another stomp. Jey Uso super kick to Bronson.
Super kick. Oh, but the kata hachime.
This is amazing.
Spear, but that
let's
you're
go.
getting taken down by the BDSM society here. Stomp.
You're gonna have to
Punk is just out there, an afterthought. I'm halfway of waiting for a Roman music to hit or anything. As now they're setting up Jey Uso, who's about to compete in a tag to Tsunami. Do it again. Do it again.
Maybe Jay. Oh, they're taking Jay out. Nick, wait till Saturday. You're literally a giant American. How could you be mad at Grande? You're literally a giant American.
I don't fucking care. I am the only one. I am the only one. You do not challenge the throne. God damn. And Paul Heyman, again,
I thought you
walk in like this is just another Monday. And this is how you go off the air. I am decimated. Same as I love all of this. I hate that there was no carrying cross.
This is great.
Carrion's gonna fucking handcuff, smack a little Sorrows, whip my belt, scream help.
Fucked everybody up. There's blood. Yes, let's go. Now, like you said, when I said Punk was going to be in it, you said he doesn't have to be in it. He can cause trouble. Now he's definitely going to cause trouble. That is the go home show, folks. It went off the air. Let us know how you feel. I'm shocked. And again, I think that's their job is I can't believe Grande's in.
Are you feeling grande or Americano about this? Yay or nay? This is 2 days in a row. They've just had me shocked of I am befuzzled, I am bamboozled, I am questioning what the fuck we're doing here with this.
People wanted Chad Gable to get some love, man. The guy's getting booked like a champ.
But it's not Chad Gable, it's El Grande Americano.
He's killing it. He's killing it.
He stands no chance of fucking winning this.
You never know. I mean, I'm not sold on anything.
I swear to God, you thought I'm upset
Amazing. Amazing. Punk doesn't need to win. This is a better. I love the ending. Okay, let's ignore Chad Gable. Like the actual, like the Dangerous Alliance comes out and they whoop ass and they look strong. They take out the top baby faces on the show. They really send a statement. Looks like we might get a 6-man tag at some point. And you continue to build this hatred between Punk and Seth. Now it opens the door for Punk to cause Seth Money in the Bank, only to continue their rivalry. To me, so far, so good with this. And I like how the show went off the air.
That aspect is 100%. That's fantastic. That is, we wreck shop. We rule the roost over here. We control anything and everything. CM Punk, you want to be out here and you want to try and challenge and be in the same Money in the Bank briefcase match as Seth Rollins? Good fucking luck. You got to deal with all three of us out here. Yeah, that part is fantastic. I'm really questioning, like, now is this just a walk-in, a layup for Seth Rollins wins this Money in the Bank briefcase based on who we have qualified now?
Not necessarily. He is definitely a heavy favorite, though.
Fair. But I do, like, that's the thing is ultimately on Monday Night Raw, Sami Zayn, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Paul Heyman is the best angle, arguably in pro wrestling, at least in WWE, especially on Monday Night Raw.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Folks, just in case you don't know, get your ratings out of 10 in the chat. Let us know how you felt about it. What was good? What was bad? What was in between? Out of 10, how did you feel about it? We will get to your ratings. Been a crazy night. Definitely. I don't know if you answered. I mean, C-Money, this is C-Money's take, and I don't hate it.
Chad is one of the top 3 guys in ring right now. It makes all the sense to put him in Money in the Bank. He can work unlimited more spots with his strength and flexibility. That's great. I'm so glad he's a super talent that they have. He is not a viable contender to actually be a world champion right now.
We had this argument when we thought Chad Gable was getting released, and when I said I don't know if Chad's going to be a world champion, like I mean, I feel like we've come full circle here, where at one point a lot of
don't make me agree with you that Logan Paul might be a world champ before Chad Gable is. Don't make me do that to you.
Probably. Do I think Grande's going to win? No. Do I think Grande's in there for some really big fun spots? Yes. Do I think Andrade's going to win? No. Do I think Phoenix is going to win? No.
Yes, but you already have people in there so you have Solo there for he'll get the run in probably from
Solo
Jacob.
Could win.
He'll have a little bit with LA Knight, all of that. Pencil will be in there for some high spots. He'll hit a fucking Mexican destroyer onto a fucking ladder or something like that. Andrade will hit a high spot of, I think the crowd will still pop when you get an Andrade Penta kind of stare down.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck about El Grande Americano in this. Like, that's the thing, is he's literally already instantly the least odds-on favorite. Andrade, Seth Rollins, Penta, LA Knight, Solo Sikoa. I would take any of them over fucking Grande winning this fucking briefcase.
That's fine. I would agree with that too. I mean, again, if it add, if we'll put him in there because it adds to the match and what he can do. Yeah. I mean, again, do I expect him to win? Not necessarily. I thought Punk was going to be in. I'm not necessarily. I mean, again, I'm shocked. This is becoming a very unpredictable show. Titles are changing hand at random, at will. They could any week, something weird could happen.
Grande is there as a placeholder. I'm calling it now. Grande is there as a placeholder.
And Karrion gets in Grande's place.
Please, if there is a Lord in heaven, Jesus H, Triple H, Christ Almighty,
Christ.
if there is a fucking Lord above, El Grande Americano is not involved in both pay-per-views on Saturday.
I said he wouldn't be, so maybe that is the play that, like, he, Chad, Grande got hurt, at the AAA show, can't make it across the street for the big show. Maybe.
That is my last prayer. That is my Hail Mary, full of grace. Chad Gable be with me.
Right, 8 out of 10 from Richard, 0 from Larry. That's an interesting take because he didn't give a reason. Put Chad Gable in there. Not this shitty gimmick. The gimmick's fun though. I'm liking it. I don't think it's shitty. You just talked and defended a comedy gimmick for 3 hours tonight. There's a comedy gimmick getting over and doing its thing, and we're mad about it. So I don't know what to do.
One is resign our truth.
Seth gets screwed in the Money in the Bank match by Punk, almost definitely at this point. I really expected Punk to be in it. But yeah, I think that's what that looks like. We want El Grande Americano Boston. I'm sorry, the gimmick is over. I'm with MDB. I am.
So then have El Grande versus Vikingo. Would that have not been the better match to have? And that's if you want to get Twitter all on a hullabaloo and everything. You have El Grande versus Vikingo for the AAA Mega Championship.
Yeah, but I think the symbolism of like the pure American wrestler going after the lucha, it works really well. So that's why I'm with that one.
Wesley, I'm just losing my mind over. I'm cutting the line of Dylan out here, just always pointing out the fucking Jiminy Cricket on my fucking shoulder here. Look at Nick, real live heated rage in the famous words of KJ. Wrestling is cool again.
Yeah, it is, man. Let's go. I'm having fun. And I think more people need to have a little bit of fun. Like, yeah, I didn't expect it, but I don't hate it. I mean, at least Punk and AJ have a reason. Now AJ is going to be mad at but Seth's crew too. How does AJ and Punk work together? Is Sammy, going to turn at some point? Is Karrion going to corrupt Sammy? There's a lot of good stuff that I'm kind of liking.
6 out of 10.
7. I get the gimmick kind of sucks, but Gable and the Money in the Bank won't mean the match will be bad. No, not at all. He's gonna help because he's excellent.
Fuckers. But no, it's not. It's not Chad Gable. It's El Grande Americano.
Right. Solo Sikoa winning. I can't see Solo winning just because Solo. Who would Solo have to cash in on? Jay?
Well, that's a bit of the thing. Is Solo's had world title matches even when theoretically he didn't exactly deserve them. So
yeah,
like him, who does he cash in on Cena? Like you said, does he cash in on Jay? And then that's just, hey.
Know what I'd be okay with? LA Knight winning, as Boston points out here. LA Knight winning, and then cashes in, like surprises everybody by cashing in on Jay as part of his heel turn. Like we get a heel LA Knight, and he turns heel while stealing the title.
Fair enough. I will say, if we're not at all going to get across, I would have liked your idea with the Punk of he is very much going to be, I'm going to rewrite the whole cancer narrative, and I'm going to be the last beacon of hope.
Yeah.
Hey, on Cena's last day, when he's going to leave as the last real champion, and
I kind of like
right back if he blows the kiss and all of that to him.
Right. Yeah, I mean it could work. It could work. Dale's giving the show a 4. LA is probably winning the briefcase. Let's hope he doesn't. We'll see. That's for Boston. Liv should have won her match. No, again, I like Liv can't win every match, and Liv's got things to do, and Liv's got a problem with Raquel. So, I mean, I think Punk should have won, but I don't get to get mad at the company because what I thought should have happened didn't happen. 8 out of 10.
Them because of our truth.
Right. I'm 7 out of 10 on tonight's show. I thought it was a little bit of a flat go-home show, and considering John Cena and Logan Paul are such a big deal about, a big part of this Money in the Bank, to not have any presence at all didn't really fly well for me.
I
see
as much as I've bitched and moaned. I will give this an 8. I think that
I love this guy.
I love you. Yeah, I know. I think what they've done for the qualifying match, and I fucking hate the decision on the last one, but I'm still holding out hope they fix it. But overall, I think that Monday Night Raw was still a solid show. I can be mad about this and that.
It was the most resentful 8 I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, well, God damn it.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I felt like it was just a little bit. I mean, the ending I thought was great, and I can understand why that might intrigue people. I love what Seth Rollins and Paul and this crew are doing. I love how they're presented. I like that they're fucking up matches. I like that they're causing problems. There was a lot of good on the show. I didn't hate the show by any stretch. I thought it felt a little bit bland in spots, a little bit kind of whatever. And I do think that you got to find a way to, whether it's even just a video, like a selfie video from Cena or Paul, you need a little more presence from them going into this pay-per-view.
Fair enough. Well, I like MDB. That 8 felt worse than that 7, Nick. That one time.
Yeah, that one time you got beat up for a 7.
No, I can put my personal opinions aside, and I still think that it was a good, especially for a weekly show. I don't think it was terrible. I think it was pretty solid. Yeah.
And that's fair, man. I mean, ultimately, we have to critique what they put in front of us. And in the side business is a side business. And I know some people get stuck up with that. And I know some of the podcasters out there can't separate, what's happening backstage from what's happening on screen. It was a good show. And I was harder on the show than you were. So, again, I
was harder most of the show than you were. That sounds sus as fuck. But yeah,
if we played fucking guess the rating with the chat, there was no way you were going to be the guy that gave more.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Right. Not going to convince me the Karrion Kross should be in that match. No one cares or thinks Gable will win it. Put someone in that will get behind. But if Karrion Kross,
nope, hold on, stop. All right, I'm taking this. No, Boston saying that there's no way you could convince me that Kross should be in this match, but put someone that the people will get behind. All right, so which criteria would you like? Would you like the Twitterverse to where they've gotten behind him and everything like that, to where they've been out there outcrying and hashtagging next to outside of "We Want Truth" and "We Want Kross"? Or do we want to wear Kross's shirts are now getting sold in the actual merch stores and everything at every arena and everything like that? So which avenue? It's a choose your own adventure. Instead, it just each avenue you get your ass whipped. Boston, respectfully, you can stay here, get your ass whipped. You can stay here, get your ass whipped. Either way, Kross deserves to be in this match. I feel absolutely, even if it is on fan fucking service and everything, at least have him in the match. If he fucking loses, at least he was in the match. Because then he's losing to guys like Seth. Then he's losing to potentially, if you would have done it correctly, you could have had a guy like Punk and Kross in the match. Then he's losing to actual viable competitors and everything like that. Then he's viably up there in the the ethos of title contenders and everything. Instead of Nick can't read. Noted. Yeah, what else is new? Hooked on Phonics didn't work for me. But yeah, I still think Kross should be involved in this match. The fan base is behind him. He is somebody that, again, like you mentioned before, you specifically, KJ, mentioned with Priest and everything, we can hold the briefcase for a year and everything. Kross doesn't have to cash this in now. He can crash it in a little bit later, and a little bit later, and a little bit later.
Okay. I mean, here's my only thing as far as what your thought is it meaningful to put him in the Money in the Bank if your intention is for him not to win it? Because now, as it stands now, Seth is a heavy front runner, and I could see why Seth would get this and how Seth can get this because he has help and backup. I know he can get screwed by Punk, but he has support. But if Kross is in the match just to not win, maybe don't put him in it.
But fuck. I think that Kross needs to be in it and win it. But I hear a bit of what you're saying. Nick didn't see the period. Yeah, what else is new? But it to me is he fits the situation of Seth in that match, Punk in that match. I would dare even say, if you want to argue if Jacob was in it solo in that, they don't exactly need the briefcase to win, to be involved in the title contention. Yeah. Kross needs that. Kross needs to have that there. That elevates him into that situation.
Again, do I think Kross needs something? Yes. Do I think people are kind of like dialed into Kross right now that if you throw him in this Money in the Bank, they're going to super care about it? No, I mean, I think maybe there has to be some more build along with Kross, but you do have to get him. I know he was on main event tonight. If that's a pro.
You trying to make me mad? You trying to make me mad tonight?
So this stream, along with others, is why I follow and stay here for real conversation, real debate, real investment. # pro wrestling, # WFU. Keep up the great work, friends. Dylan, we appreciate the love. That is our mission statement. That is our goal. That is our task. And again, as you saw, I mean, Nick and I haven't agreed on much on this Monday night, but makes for good times. It's fun. It's that, it's how the vibe should be across the board. So, there was a period apparently.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know the period stoppage here. And again, the fucking Canadian here didn't let me know when we were going into the second period instead of the third period here and all of that.
Did you blame me?
I don't know. Well, I was going to halfway give you credit. I still at the end of the day, we're going to still hug it out and everything like that. We might all disagree on everything, but we're still dap it up. Good game.
Right. That's too funny. Nick's going to
am I funny to you? Funny like a clown. Right. Like your biological period, Boston.
But yeah, well, as we move on, speaking of putting a period in, we'll put a period on this show tonight. NXT tomorrow, Mike Santana taking on Trick Williams for the TNA World title. The winner will face Elijah at Against All Odds on Friday. We got more coming your way. Again, a 4-hour Dynamite this week. I don't know how that works, but Thursday, the preview show for Money in the Bank. Clearly, we got a lot to debate when it comes to Money in the Bank, not to mention Worlds Collide as well, and TNA Against All Odds on Friday. So we will be here live for that, and SmackDown. We got tons coming your way, folks. We're working on more. Stay tuned. Click that little bell so you don't miss anything. Final last couple comments. Happy birthday to Flat Earther AJ. Truth is tearing this family apart. Yeah, right? They were all fine and dandy until Truth came between them.
No, you wait. You should have seen the Blair Davenport, the B. Priestley argument.
The B. Priestley debacle of 2022. Has clearly never heard. But yeah, no, I've heard it plenty. And yeah, I definitely get it. I definitely feel like I get it. Anytime things go wrong, it's blame Canada.
Hey, no.
Has been set free. There you go. Arch has been set free. This live stream, great live stream as always. Thank you so much. Thank you, our truth. We love you. We appreciate it. But WFU all night long. Good night, everybody. WFU. Use those hashtags. Dude, I'm out of words, man. It's a Monday. Another fun one, though. Pretty good show from the Dub setting up Money in the Bank. We'll see how.
Yeah, the wrestling world's on fire, and we're out here with gasoline draws on, my guy. We out here just killing the game. And it's still tomorrow night. TNA, basically TNA is almost, or NXT, God damn it. It's almost TNA. It's almost TNA Against All Odds. But yes, back at it like a jackrabbit, often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. I'm just saying words at this point so people don't yell at me. Our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about the rest, you put that for life.
Come back tomorrow, folks. We got more. See you on the flip side. Good night.